It's Monday, which means it's time to crown this week's problematic foal. If you're new here, every week we look at the past 7 days. And sometimes I take into consideration, I'll go talk to everybody that works at the barn and I'll say, hey, I know someone in my head that I think is problematic. Was there anybody else that stood out to you? Because I'm not the one leading them in and out every single day. Sure, I put eyes on them every day, and sometimes I see them being problematic, but sometimes it's behind my back. So that is the case this week. I was like, you know what? I think everybody was pretty unproblematic. And for the foals this week, the minis were amazing. So they're just not even on the list. We're talking about the big kids this week. And to me, they were all little angels. I was like, I don't think anybody's been that problematic. And honestly, in the grand scheme of things, they weren't. But still, one stood out. And that one was Gunner. Gunner, do you want to wake up from your little nappy to talk to us? Annie, can you vouch for your son's behavior, or was he a little nutcase? Because from what I've gathered, you and Benedict have been going back and forth as to who can bite Gerardo and Alyssa the most. So it was almost a dual crowning this week. Then I realized that last week Benedict was the problematic foal for this same reason, and they said he was a little better this week. So I figured it was time to pass the torch back over. Why do you have so much hay on your dang head? Huh? Figured it was time to pass the torch over. And I am about to make him get up just to make sure he's living, because he's just absolutely dead to the world right now. I mean, that would add to his problematic cause. Get your booty up. Get up. No, not you. I'm talking to your child. Oh, he's scratching his foot. He's scratching his little foot. Okay, we'll let you get done with that because that's really cute. Get up. Get up. You have to answer for your crimes. You're very cute. You know that, and it's a little hard when your nose is that pink to stay mad at you. And look at you. You look like you've been taking a nap for 5 years. Look at his little feet. He's splayed out. Look at him. Okay, well, I guess we're not getting up. And I guess you're just going to be really cute and make it hard for me. Yeah, that's just making it harder for me to make a case for you. You're going to have to take my word for it. He's biting everybody, okay? He's being bad. And I know he's cute right now, but he's going to try to sway your mind with said cuteness. So he is this week's problematic foal. If you think there's somebody else that deserved it more, which I do not, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, go check out the 2026 foal merch design. We have all 7 of them together, and I think it's my favorite one yet. So that's at katievanslyke.net. It's time for Coco and Janice to go back outside with their man and their new friend Penelope. So last week they had like a random fever, they meaning Coco, and then we brought Janice in to be her friend, and we just wanted to make sure, because the CBC came back clear, the viral panel came back clear, we just wanted to make sure that they were a week out from having a fever before we put them back in with Ruler and Penelope, because I don't own Ruler, I don't own Glenn, who they'd be sharing a fence line with. So we just want to be completely sure that they're good. I bet you are ready. And here's the thing, we don't even know if Janice has come back into heat. She hasn't shown any signs into here, but it should kind of be that time if we put her back out. I feel like either we missed her cycle or it should be time for her to be bred. Ruler, I see your women, they're on their way. Now, Penelope, I have not seen her come back into heat. I'm fairly certain that she is bred, and she was bred weeks prior to even coming here. Oh, Lord, they're just practicing. Look at those cuties. You ready to be back with your man? Janice has her ears perked up, and so does Coco. Look how gorgeous they are. He sees them. He's excited. He is squealing. What a handsome man. He's being a little aggressive. We're going to try to sneak Coco in while he's got Janice on his mind. Can y'all? Oh, and she's peeing while she's doing that. Isn't that just glorious? Stop doing it right here. Leave. I think they're happy to be out. They were cooped up for a whole week. We determined it was literally just dehydration. I think he was running Coco, breeding her, and then it got really hot, but it was also pouring rain a lot of the day, so I don't think they were drinking enough. And then I think she just got kind of stressed out. Look at Penelope leading the charge. Look. She's so tiny. So what we're gonna be doing on these hot days, because we do have a heat advisory for the next couple days, is at dinner time, we're just gonna be giving them electrolytes just to make sure that they're drinking enough, just to make sure they're having enough salt in their body. That's kind of what led to them not feeling their best. Kids, you get a few minutes to act a little wild, and then you need to calm down. Penelope, you're the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh Lord, these two are just excited to be out. They said they were in a prison. They were in a prison stuck together without their man. Oh my gosh, look at them. How funny. How majestic. You're also so gorgeous. He's excited just to have his women back, because Penelope, he's like, I already got you. Okay, well, these girls are excited to be back out. Penelope's excited to have her friends back. I love that they've been getting along so well. And then Ruler, I think it's safe to say he's excited to have all his women back in one spot. So let's keep an eye. We're probably gonna do some stonking and some stealthy pony peeping this evening, just to see if there's any activity happening. Stay tuned for that. Oh Lord. Let's watch Daphne. And I just realized I have a mountain on my face. Love that. Daphne looks like a grown freaking woman. So this is my 2-year-old by Good, Better, Best out of Cattails Are Blazing. Her older brother Hank is the horse that made me a Congress champion breeder back in the day, as in 2023. Anyway, she is a little bit slower to go this year. You know, we already are riding Walter, already riding Molly. She had an injury when she was probably ready to start getting on and had to take a couple of months off. And so we've decided we're not in any rush. We can just let her go and have her own slow pace as far as working her and getting her back into the swing of things. We don't want to cause any long-term issues. Daphne is a horse that I would love to keep and breed to both of my stallions in the future. And so I have no plans of really selling her. And with that being said, there's no timeline. If she makes it into the show pen as a 3-year-old, cool. If she doesn't, she can do it at 4 or 5, whatever, you know? I'll take bets. Do we think that she's gonna buck when she lopes off for the first time today? She's trotted around a little bit. I think she's gonna do an itsy bitsy crow hop. I do. Okay. No? What a good girl. Okay, she did a little bit of lunging, and now she's gonna do the long lining. We are trying out another little snaffle in her mouth today. It's rubber, so she's playing with it a little bit. Because she had a little bit of a break, Daphne isn't as well versed with the booty rope and with the long lining as the other two, especially out here in the bigger arena. She's been in the round pen quite a bit. She has a lot of good support out here though, you know? Okay, oh, she was starting to get a little mad. She's like, I don't like that. Oh, she don't like that. Daphne. Daphne. Oh, that's funny. Why don't you hop on, Steph? Oh, Lord. We need a gangly little 16-year-old boy that'll do it for 20 bucks. That's what we need. Oh, Lord. She's settling in. She's like, I don't like this. Obviously, Gracie is terrified of what's going on in front of her. Gracie is Stephanie's dog, by the way, for those that have been wondering. And we're very upset that a lot of you were talking badly about her weight. We don't talk about a lady's weight, okay? She's not quite to the point of reversing with the long line like the other two are. So she's kind of manually doing it and just making it, hopefully, a good experience. So now let's see if she has the same visceral response this direction. See, it's not that bad. Second direction's a little better. She's still kind of skedaddly. She's not necessarily settled into it, but she's at least not bronking. Sweet girl. She is going to be so cool. I'm so excited about her. That was one line each direction, just kind of doing like a little booty rope test, and she passed the second way, so now she's gonna put both lines on and actually long line her. Have you done that in the big arena yet? No? About to have a show. We're gonna give a little prayer. We were just told to be ready to jump up. We're both chilling over here, and I think we're good. We have faith. Gracie, you be ready. You're in the danger zone. It's literally fine. She's crow hopping a tiny bit. But look how cutesy she is. She's doing great. I think she's doing great. So, hope y'all enjoyed watching a little bit of Daphne today. I do really look forward to when she is being ridden. But again, just trying to go at their pace. And she's just need a little bit more time. So, we just have that much more things to look forward to. Gracie, I'm glad that she didn't go crazy because you have zero self-preservation. Welcome back to Crunches with Katie. We've been having some pretty big fail episodes, not gonna lie, but we're gonna bring in some new horses to the roster. So we're gonna start off with Miss Monica here. She wants to get started. I feel like that was good. I don't know. I got to go back and listen. Unfortunately, I do think the microphone does stifle a little bit of the crunch sounds, but it also keeps out the sounds of everything else going around in a working barn. So we can't be choosers when we're just asking for a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I think you got like a 8 out of 10. Erlene really wants one, and I don't really want to give you one because I had to chase you around last night in the rain trying to get you in, and you still didn't let me get you in. I feel like that had to have been good. So here's the thing. Bo wants to play, but Bo doesn't have a lot of teeth. And so it doesn't sound that great. But we're going to let him play. Easy. He has to put it all the way back there. And that's all he's given us. Let me play back. I forgot to rate you. Honestly, they weren't that spectacular, so I'm going to give you also an 8 out of 10. And then Bo, how do we even give Bo less than a 10? He gets a 10 for being Bo, but we're just going to exclude him from the competition. No, Rachel, Wally doesn't get carrots from our hands because we're trying to not make him a nippy baby stallion. You can break one and put it in his bucket. Proof that it's happening. Last but not least, let's see if Ariel wants some carrots. I don't know that you've gotten a carrot before, though. That warrants a 10 out of 10. It truly does. So I think it's safe to say Ariel won this round of Crunches with Katie. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you agreed with the scores or not. Why, hello. Are we best little friends over here? I just caught these two taking a little snooze together with Karen. Together. Is she your best friend, Gidget? Are you and Jenny inseparable? You know who they're also inseparable from? Sabrina. She is wherever they are. You are the cutest thing I've ever seen, even with your little haircut. I think I'm gonna be getting kisses from both of them right now. Am I getting dual baby mini foal kisses at the same time? How did I get so lucky? How did I get so lucky? Excuse me, ma'am. Those are my muck boots. I'll let y'all in on a little secret, okay? So you know how with the big foals, we always do merch designs, right? This one's the newest one. Gidget and Jenny just needed something a little more special. Not that this isn't special. Yeah, you'll just have to see it. I think that's coming out this week. I've seen it, and it's possibly the cutest thing I've ever seen. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. Well, I guess I'm splayed out on the barn floor. Not mad about it. Not mad whatsoever with my predicament at the moment. Hello, Sabrina. Well, hello. Okay. We're all here together. I'm telling y'all, she is wherever they are. Like, I've never seen one of my cats latch on to some babies like this before. I mean, I see them hang out with the mares during foaling season, but this is like pure babysitting. Hello, no biting. Ow. Is that your friend? Is that your little friend, Jenny? Is she who taught you to be nice and accept love? I mean, she still needs to work on it a little bit. Hey, I don't need to be getting bit from both of you. Oh, we're like literally trying to lay in my lap. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ma'am, that is not nice. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ah, hey, I know you're getting one. Was she just nuzzling my shirt? Ow. Girlfriend, I already know she's about to wind up at me. Better behave. You're all just walking all over me. I act like I'm a little annoyed by this, and I'm not. This is the best thing that I could have ever needed to end my day. I'm about to go eat a steak. Like, what an evening. I'm glad that you don't try to double barrel kick me all the time now. Tomorrow I need to film with someone helping me what this looks like when they're literally just mauling me and in my lap. Quite literally in my lap, both at the same time. I'm gonna have to have Miss Elena or Miss Rachel take a video, because nothing that I'm filming right now can show you what little, like, very polite little monsters you are. You're little cuddle monsters, and I love it. Hello. Well, not so polite all the time. Jenny's more polite, and yet she's stepping on me. Okay, well, I'm gonna have some bruises tomorrow, but I'm also just not mad about it. I'm not mad whatsoever. So if you're wondering, this is where I will be until my husband tells me my dinner's ready. I can't tell you how happy it makes me to see these future show horses and these current show horses grazing in their pasture, about to stay outside all night long. Now, I don't say this in a judgy tone, but it makes me happy because horses deserve to have this time. You know, these two mares, they don't understand that their combined price tag is the price of a house. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that. They just know that they're horse. Horses like to graze. They like to have friends. They like to be outside. That's what they know. And part of the time, they do a job. And I just feel like when you're a steward of an animal, and yes, I say this as a businesswoman. I say this as someone who utilizes horses as a part of my business model. Even if they're a part of your business, they're still horse. And horse need to graze. And horse need outside time. And horse need friend. I can understand with the not only monetary investment, but the emotional investment and the time investment that you put into these animals when you are trying to show them or breed them or, you know, utilize them within your business model or whatever. I understand the need to like protect them, and you want to bubble wrap them and you want to keep them safe. I get it, not only because you love them, but also because they're so expensive. They're so expensive and they're breakable and they're, you know, the freak things happen. And I understand the want to just control everything. But I try to treat my 6-figure horses the same as I treat my low 4-figure horses. I try to understand that they don't know how much they cost. And in my book, if you're going to ask them to do you a service, you're asking them to do a job, whether it be being ridden or whatever, that you can give them what they inherently need, which is time outside and time to just relax and graze and do horse things. This is also coming from someone who has a couple of horses who have to have special needs. They have to have a smaller turnout, or they have to have a limited turnout, or there's injuries, or there's behavioral things where maybe they don't want to be outside. Like, I get it, but those are the exceptions. They're not the norm, you know? Did my prize 2-year-old literally just running around slip and tear a tendon in her hip because she was jolly and it had rained the day before? Yeah, set us back 2 to 3 months. Unfortunately, that's just the risk you gotta take. So yeah, I understand that there's some exceptions to the rule, but I have a wide variety of personalities, of special needs, of price tags, and I just felt the need to show that they're all out together right now, enjoying being horses. And I think that's needed. What a beautiful evening to look at my ponies in the pasture. It's time to crown this week's problematic horse. We look at the past 7 days and we say, who caused the most problems? Who had the stupidest vet bill? Who maybe was mean to their pasture mates? Who was just super inconvenient? This week, the winner is of the inconvenient category. And that winner is Miss Erlene. Red carpet debut herself. Why are you so sweaty? Do I need to get you out and hose you off? It is like ridiculously hot here in Tennessee today. Erlene, would you like to tell them why you are so problematic? I'll set the scene. So not only has Tennessee been hot, our weather has been erratic, to say the least. So yesterday, I did not know we were having a storm, and neither did anyone around me. Like, we had plans for the evening outside, and all of a sudden, at around dinner time, like 7 o'clock, it just became a downpour. Not only a downpour, I'm good with rain. If the horses were out and it's raining, cool, whatever, they're getting wet. It was like a lightning storm. It was crazy. And normally that is not the type of weather we would put our horses out in. Again, I need to stress the fact that this was like a pop-up storm. We knew maybe a little rain was gonna come, but that's it. So I wait until we're not in danger as humans to go out into the weather. And it was still raining, still pouring. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go try to get my like horses with issues up, right? And Earlene has like a very special shoe she wears and like pulls her shoes easily and can make her, you know, she has like a deep digital flexor tendon tear that we've healed. And I'm like, I really don't want that to be upset again, right? And so we generally don't put her out if it's muddy. We put her out in the arena or in the dry lot if it's muddy. I first got Bo up because he was standing there wanting in, and I look around in every single pasture, all the horses are just chilling. They're just grazing, no issues. They're just out in the middle of this pouring rain. They don't care. They're fine being outside. They're freaking horses. So I go to try to get Earlene because in her pasture, she's like the problem girl, right? Kennedy and Trudy, they were fine. Earlene wasn't having it either, and that would have been fine if she were a normal girl, but she's not. She has special shoe on. And so guess who came in with shoes pulled? With shoes pulled. Expensive shoes pulled, and now has to have the farrier out and can't go outside with her friends this afternoon in the nice weather because she wouldn't come in the crap weather. Also the inconvenience of the fact that I'm just standing there getting sopping wet in this rain, in this storm, trying to catch Earlene, and she wants no part in it. Had she been able to give me a middle finger, she would have. So for that reason, she cost me money, made me stand in the rain, and she almost hurt herself. She looks fine, but anyway, that's why she's problematic. Just gonna stick this right here. That is for you. To end this, let's hose her off. And now my freaking hose is broken and I just soaked myself. So even more problematic, ain't ya? Yep, you're just a problem this week. If you think there was someone else more deserving, let me know, but I couldn't think of any. Mwah. Oh, look at them. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. And I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long, and I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Call on me, brother, if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I might just have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. That was pretty cute. Opal is almost 150 days pregnant. How crazy is that? I feel like we just ended breeding season and we're almost halfway through the gestation of our first mare due in 2027. Well, hello, Ricky. This isn't about you. You're not pregnant this year. And neither is Happy, and neither is Raven, or a whole bunch of other freeloaders out here. But I thought I would point out, the baby that she's cooking in there, which she's looking thick, her weight looks great, is the size of a rabbit right now. Throughout journeys that we follow, I'm a very visual person. And so I know that we're gonna meet this little baby, God willing, here in a few months. And I just love to visualize the fact that that little thing is the size of a bunny rabbit in there. And then in about a month, I think after the 150-day mark, the size really starts to add up pretty quickly. It'll be about the size of a beagle here in a month. So it'll pretty much double in size. I did just notice that Ethel's down there all by herself. What a queen. Independent. And then I believe Buttercup is about a month behind, maybe not even a month behind, I think about 3 weeks. And so her baby is a little bit bigger than a chipmunk. It's about the size of a squirrel right now. So Buttercup, even though she looks more pregnant than Opal, her baby's quite a bit smaller. I think a good rule of thumb is that the foal will generally be about 10% of the size that the dam is. Now I use recipient mares, meaning surrogates. So Opal is not genetically the mother of the baby that she's carrying. This baby is by, it's a Southern thing, which is a big bay stallion who is no longer with us, but we had frozen semen to make a little baby with. And the dam is my mare Kennedy, who's about 15 3 hands. So it does make me wonder, because Opal's a big mare too, if it's gonna go off of the genetic component or if it's gonna go off of Opal's size. But I'm not joking you, I just heard the donkeys. I'm across the street, I'm far away, and I just heard the donkeys braying across the street. It's kind of crazy how sound travels. This is a very ADHD moment, but you know, we're not that far from Nashville and we can see a lot from the hills up here, and sound is crazy. But anywho, sidetracked. Opal's starting to actually have a little baby bump and starting to look thicker. And I just think it's crazy that we're already at that like 150 day mark. When did I start doing little bump dates last year? Like, did I start at 200 or did I do 200 and then 250 and then 300 or 250, 275? I don't know. Let me know what y'all want. Now we're about to have to swap around all these mamas because most of these girls in here are freeloaders for the year and they're not even having babies. So we gotta get all the mares who are pregnant together here soon after weaning and all the things. So just thought I would share that little fun fact that little rabbit-sized baby foals in there right now. And it'll grow from that to like 100 to 120 pounds within the next 6 months, which is crazy. It's Monday, which means we have to pick the problematic mini, right? We have to look at all the minis, the goats, the mini cows, mini horses, mini donkeys, and say who caused the most problems, who had a stupid vet bill. Now, if they get sick, that's different. That's not a stupid vet bill. They can't help that. But if they do something super inconvenient, maybe they're not being nice to those around them, you know? There's just lots of ways that you could win this award. Anywho, within their power, most of them were pretty unproblematic this week. We love that. But then it makes this harder to choose. And so kind of by default, Dolly is problematic. Like, she's the mini that I thought was settled. I thought Glenn bred her immediately, and maybe he did. And she said, you know what, I want one more round before he leaves. So we had to actually postpone him going home because she came back into heat. A lot of you are gonna say that I should pick Coco because she had a fever for freaking no reason last week. Like, we checked everything and she had to stay in for a whole week, and it was just from dehydration from letting this guy go at her too much. Honestly, it could probably be a tie between Coco and Dolly. So it would seem that Dolly is coming back into heat. You know, sometimes it just happens. She might have just absorbed the pregnancy, or maybe she wasn't pregnant. I don't know. I'm fairly certain she was, so I think it just probably wasn't meant to be. So now hopefully Glenn has one more shot at her. She's usually fertile myrtle, so let's cross our fingers. I'm actually shocked at how peaceful everything is right now. Like, Ruler's not going after either one of the women that he was away from for a week. What? I'm not being yelled at by goats? Usually they're screaming at me. And then these guys, they're not even acknowledging my existence. They're not even picking their heads up from their hay. So basically my donkeys were rude. I love that this was a pretty unproblematic week. I think we all needed an unproblematic week. And I'll kind of just double this video as my pony peeping / stonking update. I'm not seeing a whole lot of activity tonight, so we'll just have to kind of keep y'all updated on that. But we need Ruler and Glenn to give us at least a couple minis, a couple mini babies for next year. So let's cross our fingers and let's keep up with it. So yeah, Dolly's kind of problematic by default, but is she really? Jennifer, can I have a kiss? Can they have a kiss? Jennifer. Virginia Slim Louise, can I have a kiss? Okay, well, y'all got one. Oh, Gidget, can I have one? Mwah. Thank you, Gidget. I'm sitting on my butt, by the way. That's how tiny they are. Super tiny, tiny girls. Mwah. So many kisses from Gidget. I want one from Virginia. I want one from Virginia Slim Louise. Mwah. I got one kind of upside down. Mwah. Yeah, I can get them. Mwah. They're a little bit more against her will, and yet she's sitting here being sweet. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. She will come back demanding more. Hello. Hello. I'm being mauled. Hello. Don't be, you know what? I appreciate the back scratches, but I enjoy different back scratches. I don't like to be bit, you know? Mwah. I love your kisses. Mwah. Mwah. I know. I'm just bathing in the kisses right now. Mwah. Okay, okay. Child. Okay. So, can you give me kisses, but not put your booty in my face? Because I've been kicked by that thing a lot. Okay? Can they have one? Wow, thank you. That was very sweet. What? Mwah. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you. Oh, okay. 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 I'm being mauled. Mwah. I'm being mauled. Mwah. Okay. Your daddy just called and he has a steak ready for me. I have to go. Mwah. Oh my gosh, what a hard life. Virginia Slim Louise, I have something for you. See, you haven't really had that much extensive work with a halter yet. She wants to just be carried everywhere. That's what she wants. Hey, you're biting me a lot. We're gonna do a video per baby, okay? You're gonna get your own video, Gidge. You're gonna get your own video. But this is about Jenny. And we're gonna put this halter on her and we're gonna walk out like princesses to the pasture. Last time I put a halter on her, she flipped herself over. We're not gonna do that again, right? We're not going to self-destruct. It's on. See, we're such a good girl. The only times they've worn their halters has been when they were getting body clipped and just like meandering around. There has not been a whole lot of lead work done yet. No. No. Excuse me, ma'am. No. No. Basically, we're gonna start slow. I'm gonna have to, on her especially, I think she's gonna be better. On her, I'm gonna have to just booty rope it and she's just gonna have to get used to it for a while. But I just want her to not pull back. And I'm not even putting pressure and she's already pulling back and throwing her head and doing all the things. Like I'm not pulling, I'm not holding tension. She's just revolting on her own. So what if I just try to get you to step with me? No. 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 There we go. You took a step. There you go. There you go. This is our starting point, right? I'm gonna have to do the butt rope and just her to the pasture. But this is just where we're starting. We gotta do a few minutes per day. Can you come over here? Good job. Okay, we're gonna go outside now. And I think I'm probably just gonna have to booty rope it. So I think you'll have your turn. We had to get a different rope to be longer, but I do it just like I do with the big kids, and we do the rope around the butt. That way I can steer their head, keep them going forward and behind, and then obviously these girls are so tiny that if I had to, I could just like bear hug them, but let's see if we can get her outside before my back breaks. Follow mommy. How can I do this and it not hurt my back so bad? What's my form? How's my form need to change?
Squat.
The last piece of the puzzle is I'm not just gonna like release her. We're not just gonna let her go. She's gotta stand here and allow me to take her halter off like a little princess. Which she did. What a good girl. You're free. Stay tuned for Gidget. I think Gidget might act a little bit better. Monica is my newest broodmare, and she has already made a friend in Ariel, but it's time that she start going out with more of the bred mares for 2027 because she's gonna have to go out with like all 11 others here soon. So we're gonna slowly integrate her, and what better way than with Ariel's other friends, Kimberly and Melody. The way my brain sees it, we should start with Monica and then one of the Bay sisters. So I'm thinking maybe Kimberly and then put Ariel out and then put Melody out. Kimberly, be nice. Oh, you look like each other. You're both big Bay girlies. I missed the squeal. Did you get the squeal? She did. It's on Snapchat. What do you think, pretty girl? She is so gorgeous. Melody and Kimberly are also a little bit buddy sour, not quite as bad as Ariel and Blondie were. So this is good. Go make a friend. You look so good. Your weight looks so great. Oh. All right, let's go get Ariel. Monica don't care, no way. She said, I'm rolling. I'm having myself a good time. Are you all sunscreened up? Are you ready? If all these girls mesh well together, we're gonna start putting them out at night. Now we're getting a storm tonight, so they're all staying in, but I'm just trying to integrate all the pregnant mares together that I can. We're gonna have to do a pretty big pasture revamp once weaning is done. Oh, Melody has really had a glow up. I know I used to call her the ugly sister, and maybe y'all didn't know that, but she was, okay? She just was, and now she's looking great. Look, your bestie's here. Y'all don't need to be a little stingy clique, excluding Monica. I don't really think she cares if you do exclude her, but still. I'm sorry, I still get cracked up by the sunscreen on some of these horses' face. It shows how beige the white actually is because they're so filthy. Okay, well, one squeal out of the whole bunch, and she doesn't even care to meet everybody. I think that's probably as good as we could have asked for. Sometimes I just wish there would be like a majestic little like runaround, you know? No one kicks each other, no one squeals. They just go and have a gallivant, and no one does that for me. But it is like 100 degrees right now, so. Hi, Maggie. I know, baby. She wants out on that grass all day too. Hopefully soon. Oh, we're all together. We're all together. Look how much bigger she is than everybody. They're all big. Mind you, they're all big, and she's just bigger. Oh, well, they're gonna give me my runaround. What sweet ladies. I so appreciate you. Okay, no kicking though. I said no kicking. I said no kicking. So many pissed off bay mares. It's okay. They'll get over it. What a little clique y'all are. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't feel bad for Monica. She'll hold her own, and I don't think she wants to be part of your clique anyway. Just share the pasture. Oh. You know, you never know how the video is gonna end. You three are now the mean girls, okay? I'm deeming it right now. Ethel got a delivery from Bob's Custom Saddlery today, which is perfect because she's felt a little bit overshadowed lately by Kennedy and Ricky, and so it's time for her to shine. When I decided to show Ethel in the ranch events and kind of use her as a little ranch pony here at the farm, I ordered this beautiful saddle from Bob's Custom Saddles, and it has been the most comfy addition to my tack room. And so when I ordered this saddle and I went to my first show in it, Bob's Custom Saddlery reached out about potentially adding a breast collar and a bridle to my little ranch tack set. Y'all are not ready for this. It just arrived today, the breast collar and the bridle. Look at this. I know you're not supposed to have a lot of bling in the ranch, but this is classy. This is classic. This is like in 50 years, there's my grandchildren are gonna be like, my grandma Katie had this in the year 2026. You know what I'm saying? It's like an heirloom. It's amazing. And so we're gonna fit this betwixt her boobies. We'll get this all set up for you. Oh wait, hold on. The bridle. I know you're not supposed to be blingy in the ranch, and this isn't blingy. This is classy. This is classic. This is forever and always. Look at my Running Springs logo. It is so fantastic. So let's go ahead and put this on Ethel and see what it looks like. Ethel, look how ranchy you look. They're not gonna know you're a good bar. They're gonna think you're a Hancock. Look at your chesticles with that beautiful RS in the middle. That is just amazing. And they matched the florals to the saddle that I ordered. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. This with a pretty little ranch pad with a little pop of like muted color. Oh my gosh. Well, we're about to put this to work. She is gonna go pony Kennedy for the very first time because hopefully she will be going to the NSBA World with us as a pony horse. And obviously while she's at NSBA World, she is gonna be rocking her new ranch wear from Bob's Custom Saddlery. So stay tuned to see it in action, and hopefully she and Kennedy don't try to kill each other.
I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead-end highway. Riding that storm run through my veins like a shot down tailspin airplane. I'm scared of nothing and I'm scared to death. I can't breathe and I catch my breath. But I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead-end highway. Ain't no love in Oklahoma, just a whistle of a long black train.
I was walking by and I saw some very cute ears. Walter, are you feeling better? Unfortunately, he came in from the pasture a couple nights ago and he has an abscess. My fellow horse owners know if you have a horse come in that's three-legged lame and looks like they're about to die, an abscess is the best case scenario. Anyway, poor thing is very dramatic. If he wasn't Walter and he didn't already take excessive naps, I would be a little worried. But nevertheless, we have taken every precaution. So his little footsie hurts. And in the past couple of days, what we've been doing to treat it, because what an abscess is an infection. You can't go in there, I promise. Anyway, so what most likely happened is he probably had either a rock or a cut on his foot or something that was small. It introduced bacteria in, and when an abscess happens, it's usually in between like the soft tissue and the hard surface of the hoof, and so it makes it difficult for the abscess to come out, and so it usually causes a lot of pain before it actually busts. And it busted today, meaning it came to the surface and it started draining. And so what we did to get it to drain really fast was, obviously you can soak it and get the hoof nice and soft. Are you still holding it up or are you just stretching? You're just stretching. But what most likely happened was he was outside the other night when it was raining. He was probably in a lot of moisture. It softened his hoof and allowed that to come to the surface, because it was right after that he went from completely sound to three-legged lame. So we PEMF'd it. I know not everyone has a PEMF machine at their disposal, but because we do, the pulse electromagnetic field therapy absolutely brought it to the surface so fast, and so it was able to drain today. And so we've just been bandaging him up. Look at him looking at this cat. Let me just say, he is not a soldier. He is not brave. He does not put on a brave face whatsoever. He came inside and was like, take care of me. I'm hurt, Mama, I'm hurt. And so we've been doing so. We have been taking care of him. A lot of the times you can pack the hoof with it. Usually what you're doing is you're trying to bring out the abscess, and we did that in 2 days. So whether it was just ready to come out or all the things that we tried, we didn't even soak it. We were just PEMFing the crap out of it, and it just popped today. So the vet's actually coming out tomorrow for a bunch of reasons, so we might have him look at it, because they can, continue to get infected if you don't keep them clean and you don't treat them. But a lot of the times they just, it's usually, again, best case scenario. So Walter is off work this week. You poor sweet summer child. So if you're wondering why no Walter videos, that is why. He has been sweet baby in the infirmary. And maybe if the chiropractor tomorrow does you, because we have a long list, if she does you tomorrow, maybe you can have your own video if you're a good boy. It's time that Gidget walks to the pasture with a halter. She's honestly the more roamy of the babies. So like when she follows her mom, she's the more likely to go on an adventure and venture off. But I do think she's gonna do better with the halter. If you missed part 1 where Jenny walked with the halter, go watch that one. But Gidget, she's just a people pleaser. She's so sweet. She just wants kisses. I think she'll do good. So let's see what we think about this. You wanna just sniff it and bite it? I did give Jenny the chance to bite it. Oh, you rub your head on it? How cutesy is that? How cutesy is that? You're such a good girl. And then you have it on, so just mull it over for a moment. The only times that these babies have worn halters has been, we've put the halters on a little bit while they've just been in their stall, and then the day that they were body clipped. So they haven't had any type of like lead training, walking around with them. That's like all. So we do want them in the end to give to pressure. So if we pull like this, they walk forward. But inherently, they're gonna wanna back up immediately. And so just like we do with our big foals, we will do like a little suitcase around their bodies and then just get used to them wearing it at first. And then they kind of just pick up leading as they go. The thing with the miniature foals is we don't start quite as early, because this is an extra small halter and it's still a little big. And then they're so tiny that you will break your back. And so I just don't really have the like physical ability to start them earlier than this. So this has always worked. All my foals end up being very nicely halter broke, but let's see. I think she's liking the scratches right now. Oh, wow. Oh, that was so good, Gidget. That was so good. Sometimes I'll get them like off to the side to start the forward motion, so you're not just pulling forward, but if you like push or pull into them and then get them going. Good job. That was so good. Mwah. I would suspect that we're gonna not have to use the booty rope as long with Gidget. No, but you're good. Whoa, whoa. Okay, here we go. Good job. I'm not gonna lie, she did a little better than you. There's a competition of brewing, I swear. Look at this little baby. You are so stinking cute, it's not even fair. Hey, that's not your mother. Jennifer. Oh, are we about to go down? You look like you're about to roll. Go play with your friend. She's out there with her mama. It's so luscious from all the rain, so they are not allowed to be out here all day long. So it looks like we're gonna be robbed of our zoomies that we would normally get because the grass is so luscious, they've just gotta eat it. They're just snacking away. So maybe this evening, because we have to bring them in, it's gonna storm, we can get some little afternoon zoomies. How about that? You did very good. I'm very proud of you. Mwah. What is happening? Why am I being eaten upon? You're a grown adult. Why are you trying to eat my shirt? You're a baby. I understand that you're a little child. Oh, but why am I considered a snack right now? Are you gonna be a nuisance just like your mama? She was just trying to eat my pants. Girl, they're leggings. You can't even get a hold of them. Aren't you two just the cutest little duo? Aren't they the cutest little duo? But then I look to my left and then look at this cute little duo. I mean, they're just all cute. Are you about to hop on me, girl? Yes, actually. Good. Ness, am I a freaking jungle gym? This little quadrant of my goatee pin seems to think that I am but their servant. What about you, Bella? Good Lord. Goodness gracious. We've got 6 weeks. 6 whole weeks until these... Oh, I think I'm feeling baby. Oh, this is left, though. I think left is lunch, right is Rugrats, because they're ruminants. So what is this? I'm feeling a mass, right? Is that just like... That doesn't feel like muscle. Maybe it is. Excuse me once again. I'm being eaten upon by both of them. Okay, back to babies. I want to see if I can't feel some, because they should be... I think there's multiple in there. I don't know. Bloom looks very at peace, or she's just zoned out. I don't know. Miss Ma'am. Ma'am. I mean, good Lord, give it back. Give it back. Aren't you two sisters the cutest? Do you think Bella is going to finally give us some little dolings, Blossom? Do you think she's finally going to give you some nieces instead of nephews? You're a freaking house, girl. You're gigantic. Let me see from the side. I'm going to start feeling on her. Look how sweet her sister's being. Well, and then, and then Bella just pushed Buttercup off because she wanted that seat. Okay. I love this little bridge. I think it's the cutest thing ever. No, the cutest thing ever is when they have like one little hoof that just hangs off. Y'all, I'm not so sure about Miss Honey. That's like 0 udder. And she would be like 9 or 10 weeks out from kidding. Probably 9. I don't think so. I mean, if you know better, give me your opinion. Can I see your belly on the other side? I'll give you booty scratches first, I promise. Are we sure? I'm fairly certain I just got kicked. And this is on the left side, which everyone says right is where the babies are. But maybe at this stage, when it's 6 weeks and there's 3 or 4 of them in there, maybe they're kind of everywhere, because I swear I just got kicked. Is there a stage in goat pregnancy where when there's 3 and 4 babies? I'm sure there is. It just takes up so much room that it's no longer the left is or the right is babies. Like, because I swear it's squishy over here, rock solid over here. I don't know. Let me know. I don't think that you will be in the maternity ward this fall. I think you will be the cool aunt once again. Kenneth and Ethel have to become friends because we are hoping that Ethel can go with Kenneth to the NSBA world to be her pony horse. So that means that Ethel would be exercising Kennedy at this really long horse show. Exercising by basically Stephanie riding Ethel, and then they will lead Kennedy for a while just because lunging for a long extended period of time over the course of like 2 weeks, it does cause more concussion on the joints. It's a little bit harder on them, and this gives a little bit more mental stimulation as well, which Kenneth needs. Those that don't know, lunging is where the person stands on the ground. They have the horse work in a circle around them. It's a much tighter turn the entire time rather than ponying, where you can actually go straight and use your space and change directions and all that good stuff. So Kennedy, you've been ridden today. I think your energy is down. So I think this is the perfect time for you and Ethel to have to invade each other's space. Also, Pete Ethel's new drip. Look at her Bob's custom saddlery little breast collar and bridle with the RS on them. Let's see how it goes. Kennedy's already being annoying. With the extensive show career that Kennedy had in the past, there's absolutely zero chance that she has not been ponied a million miles. But Ethel has had a past of hating other horses, and she really has tolerated all the 2-year-olds this week. Like, we've tried out ponying prior to Kennedy this week, and she's been great. So it's really just seeing if their personalities clash. Yeah, Kennedy is like, oh, we're ponying? Okay, cool. I've done this my entire life. Ethel's being good. She's listening. Her ears are turned on Stephanie, not flat to her head. Long trotting is just also a really good gait for building muscle and stamina and just getting a horse fit. Overall, ponying is great. It's just a little less convenient than lunging. Think about it, it's more expensive. You have to take a whole other horse to the horse show rather than just having manpower. You have to take up space, you have to have more tack, you have to feed another horse. Like, it is definitely less convenient and more expensive, but it has its pluses if you have the ability. For small shows, it's probably not super worth it to take another horse just for this reason, but for a long show, where you're basically moving in for 2 weeks, I think it might just be the ticket, especially when we start taking some of the youngsters. How cutesy. So this keeps Ethel fit, gives her something to do, a job. It gets Kennedy a different way to get some energy out at shows. Is that comfy? That looks comfy. Oh, I'm jealous. Okay, well, I think it's safe to say Ethel has a slot on the trailer headed to Tulsa here in a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. I think it's gonna be very fun, and this was really cutesy of her with her new little ranch stuff from Bob's. Success. I need y'all not to be sad about this. I'm sad about this. But tonight is the last night that Miss Cricket gets to hang out with her sisters. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Busy. So Cricket, which she's gonna have a lot of friends where she's going. Oh my gosh, look at Busy taking a little nap. She's the cutest thing I've ever seen. But Cricket, her new mama is coming to pick her up in the morning. When I say a lot of friends, I mean it. Like, more goats than I have, and it's actually where I purchased Blossom and Bella, Buttercup, Bubbles, all of my original goaty girls. And so Kendall's gonna come in the morning, pick up Cricket. We're gonna try to make it to where we can all ride horses one day, but it's just not gonna work for tomorrow's schedule. They've had horses in training for me before. They trained Annie and Jordy and Wheezy, and like, they are fantastic people. And so I'm really excited for Cricket to go there, but I'm glad I get to watch them play. Just sitting here watching them fight over who's queen of the ladder. Busy and her are such good little friends, but there's tons of little friends for her at Kendall's house. And Kendall, you know, she doesn't post a ton, but she does post a little bit on social media where you could maybe swindle her into posting Miss Cricket for you a little bit as she grows up. These girls are 12 weeks old this week, so they are within their very normal range of age to go to their new homes and be weaned. Can't believe how different that they end up looking as they got older, because when they were babies, they were just about identical, I swear. It's funny to see how much they've grown over 12 weeks, and I just can't wait to see you grow at Miss Kendall's house. I'll go visit you. I will, I promise. These two definitely remind me of Blossom and Bella, because Bella and Blossom had the same mom but different dads. And when I got Blossom, she was super dark and looked almost identical to Bella. Everyone thought she was black, and then now you can definitely see the differences in their colors. Why, hello. I know you and Miss Clover are very good friends, but you'll be okay, I promise. Everyone has just grown up so beautifully. I mean, even look at Bee and Honey and all my girls that I've raised, and they're stunning. But this is the first girl I've ever parted with, and I couldn't have parted with her to someone better. And so we shouldn't be sad, but it kind of is. I hope y'all have enjoyed this kidding season as much as I have with these 3 precious little goatee girls. Excuse me, give it back. And it was so fun having all girls this time. And this is the first time I've ever parted with a girl, but it's part of life, sweetie. You're looking at me so confused. Aren't you the sweetest thing? So let me know, out of this year's little doelings, which one has been your favorite. And if you want to, you can follow Miss Kendall, and maybe you can sweet talk her into giving you a couple little videos of Cricket every now and then. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. I am pony peeping from my porch, and Janice is not having the affection from Ruler. But I think she must be about to come into heat because he has been all over her. Yesterday, when we introduced her and Coco back in there, she was very dramatic and was showing a lot of signs of heat all over Ruler, if you know what I mean. Sometimes the studs can smell it and sense that they're, you know, coming into heat a little bit earlier than the mares are receptive. I guess while I'm pony peeping, I can also do a little stonking. What are we doing over here? Blanche, do you want in with Ruler? Is that what it is? Do you just not like donkey boys? Oh, he's sad. Oh, Lord. Oh goodness. Okay, well, we came over here for pony peeping, but we're getting a little 2-for-1 special. He doesn't even have it out. Is she in heat or not? Because he still hasn't bred her, but she's doing all the things. That's definitely Dolly in heat face. I've seen it many a time. And she's peeing for him too. Good Lord. So either she's just not in heat quite yet, she's just at the cusp of it, or, I mean, I feel like her and Janice might be kind of in the same boat, like early on, and that's why they're just not being bred yet. Or Dolly is mighty performative. I don't know which one it is, honestly. Oh my gosh, that face. He's smelling her. We'll just kind of have to see what comes of this little duo. But then over here in the pony pasture, so we do know that Coco was bred a lot prior to her getting a little dehydrated, a little sick feeling. That's why she was inside all last week. Who knows? Maybe he did get her pregnant. Personally, I feel like if she was that stressed out after being bred and dehydrated from the heat and being ran around, she probably didn't get pregnant, but we won't know. We'll have to see if she comes back into season. And she was also very evidently in season. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't sneaky at all. Look at Miss Penny. She's looking a little pudgy since she came here. I haven't really gotten to bond with her a whole lot yet. Once Ruler leaves, oh, he's tired. These women are keeping him tired. Once Ruler leaves, once Glenn leaves, we're going to kind of revamp where all my Jennies and all my mares are pastured. And so I'm probably going to end up bringing Miss Penny up to the barn for a little bit, and having her in the dry lot behind the shop just to keep her closer where I can kind of mess with her a little bit. But yeah, of course, Ruler stopped with his antics as soon as I walked over here, but I have seen him being all up in Janice's grill. So I think we're on the cusp of Janice being in heat, and I think either Dolly is super performative or Glenn needs to do his job again. So stay tuned. I haven't cut or colored my hair in about 1.5 years. There's a lot of it. So we're trying out a new salon. We're trying out a new color. We're doing everything. Let's go do it. I think we're gonna cut off a bit too. Just kidding, it's tomorrow. I planned my entire Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday around the fact that I was gonna be gone half the day on Wednesday. My appointments, film days, had a couple in-person meetings, all around me being gone half of Wednesday, not half of Thursday. On top of that, my anxiety is like up here right now because I went to this new place and it was one of those like suites where you have to go up the stairs and it's like a mezzanine type deal building, and then you have to go find the suite. Like, it's not like, oh, this salon is here. Like, it's a salon with like 20 different salons in it. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like so anxious, being like, oh my gosh, I'm late. I got here on time and then it took me forever to freaking find this place. Had to stop someone and get them to tell me where she is. Then I barge in on her and poor girl's like, because I'm not supposed to be there till tomorrow. And yeah, so I have one more day with all this hair. So now I have to go regroup, replan. I think we can make it work, but it's already hard enough, honestly, for me to take a half day off. And I had like accepted that I was taking half of today off and like planned that way. And so my brain, like, this is sending me into orbit. I'm not gonna lie. But I guess we have one more day if you want to give me hair ideas, because I turned 30, okay? I'm looking old. I have no layers. I have nothing. I want color change. I want cut change. I want everything done. I want a new me. And so we have one more day for y'all to give me some ideas. I'm this close to chopping it, but I also have others in my ear telling me no. So if you think that's a good idea or a bad idea, I need to know now. It's It's time for Wheezy to possibly get something called Renovo today. For those that don't know, Wheezy came home from training to continue training here at home so that we could hopefully watch her journey as she goes towards the English versatility and being a hunter under saddle horse. And we never really saw her become lame. We just saw some thickening of her suspensory. And so while the vet was out here one day, we ultrasounded and did see that there was a very small hole in her suspensory. And so instead of slapping a Band-Aid on it, we decided to give her time to heal, obviously. Which involves stall rest, trying to get the inflammation down in that suspensory so that when we do Renovo, it can work to the fullest ability. So Renovo is an injection of anti-inflammatory and growth properties from the amnion. So basically from a placenta, and it'll stimulate healing and tissue regeneration, which is perfect because again, she's got that tiny little hole in her suspensory. So it'll hopefully regenerate that, fill in the hole and heal her. Now, once she has Renovo, because you want all that to stay in the one little spot, you don't want it to like travel around. We will be keeping her on stall rest and then light hand walking. She's a very sleepy girl, very sleepy. First, he's got to ultrasound and he's just gonna see kind of the state of the suspensory before we go to injecting it with stuff. Isn't that just so cool? I think so. So that right there is the suspensory. I don't see a hole in it, do you?
I'm just looking.
Oh, just kidding. It's still there. It's very tiny. Like when I say it's tiny, it's on the right side of it. It's tiny, but it's still there. It does look better, which is good. So she's gonna get scrubbed up. You look so sleepy. You look like you're trying to wake up, but you just can't. I'm kind of shocked at how small the injections are. So then he's gonna do it on the back side of the suspensory on both sides. And then in it goes. So, hand walking for like 30 days, and then after that she actually does need to move. So she'll probably go on like a week of, you know, kind of light turnout and then go back into some light work. And then she's just gonna get bandaged up. Anytime you do some sort of injection and you have a site that could have, you know, bacteria, you know, introduced, you want to keep it clean. You want to keep it nice and dry. You want to make sure that they have time to heal a bit. So she's getting a little bandage. And then tomorrow starts the, hopefully, tail end of her healing period. So hope that made sense. Let me know if you have any questions, and let's cross our fingers that this works as good as we think it will. It rained all day, which means Jenny and Gidget were kept up all day, which is just a travesty. But I think we're gonna be in the clear all night. So they're gonna be little adventure ponies and they're gonna go outside for the night, which means it'll be cooler, it'll be great. The only thing is, my back hurting today, okay? And I think it's just gonna be easier if we let them be little feral babies and run out, okay? Sorry, not sorry. This is how much it rained today, okay? That's insane. With that being said, she's gonna walk over there because she thinks she's gonna get free for all grass all night, and that's just not the case. Look, she's looking out like, what do you mean? Stop being so impatient, Karen. All right, let's go out. Look how pretty you are with your haircut. No meandering away. I'm sure Sabrina will join us. Let's keep going. Your bestie awaits. She's waiting at the door. Gina, your face card is so underrated. You are stunning. Rachel's being outside water slobbered on in her hair. Lovely. Is it just me? Or are we getting more gray on our back, Gidget? Jenny, you look like a baby deer. And Gidget's like a dog. She's very intrigued by all the construction going around. There's a tractor right beside the pasture at the moment, and she's like, what is that? Oh my gosh, I haven't even told them. Jenny, Gidget, and Sabrina have their own merch design now. It's in the KVS store, katievanslyke.net. I'll probably do a video about it once I get my merch in stock. But it's so whimsical and gorgeous, and it's a watercolor. We use real artists, so go check that out because I'm honestly thinking it's my favorite of the year. Go play together. You've been cooped up all day long. Look at these two. Look at how big they're getting. I don't think it's quite understood how teensy weensy they are though, because you know, you see them next to Karen and you see them next to Regina. You don't always see them next to me. And I mean, they're at my knees, you know? Oh, thank you, Sabrina. Thank you so much. You look like you're straight out of the 80s, girlfriend. For some reason, Jenny has been, I don't know, obsessed with my little slip-ons. Just gnawing on them. Just gnawing on them like crazy. Oh, are we gonna get a full rotation, Karen? That was your second try. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Another one. Another one. You could do one more. There we go. For sure. I knew you had it in you. Gina's trying to strike up a little deal with Rachel over there. She just wants a little something extra. She's gonna starve in here. Okay, girlfriends. I'm gonna let you play out here all evening. I'll be here in the morning to put you out in the grass. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Oh, and look at her using the little scratcher for her booty. She does love her booty scratches. We love a self-sufficient queen. Kennedy, is this really necessary? Don't go in there and add to it. She likes for her stall door to be where she can spy all day. And then she likes to get her hay pile tall enough to where she can actually start eating from it. Don't remind me that her old home had a pond and that she's living in squalor here. Okay, I know. But they didn't have Tennessee shelf rock, babe. Okay, I'm doing my best for you. Once she moves to the new barn, I think she'll like her dwelling. I think she'll like it a lot. I have seen in my comments quite a few suggestions as to how to help this. Maybe a hay rack, maybe whatever. Regardless of what we do, I don't think she will stop wasting hay. I just don't see, I mean, this is easy enough to just pitch back in there. She just keeps doing it. So we just let it pile, you know? I don't think having a rack there would keep her from destroying it. I just don't. Gracie, honey, do you wish you were tall enough to do that? And you know what? Whatever makes her content. She's a queen. She's amazing. She works hard. If she wants to rip the hay out of her little nest and spy on everybody, drop it down here and keep it for later, I mean, who am I to tell her no? You know? The funny thing is, it's only whoever is in this specific stall. I've had a couple of other mares that if they're in this stall, they do the same thing. Yeah, look at her getting off the top. She'd rather have hay wherever she wants it than keep it in her dry stall. She'd rather put it out here so that she can spy on everybody. I've seen Kennedy be in stalls down this row, and never have I seen her have a hay pile unless she's in this stall. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna get a little off the top, get a little hard to reach. I feel like it's a small price to pay for her gloriousness, and I'm just gonna kind of let her do what she wants, you know? It's a pick your battles kind of situation in my eyes. Enjoy your evening, Kenneth. Enjoy your hay. You deserve it. Remember that barn that I said was gonna be done last December? It's July and we're on the home stretch. So let me go give you a little updated tour. There are a few things that we will be doing later on, like we want to do an overhang off the back, and like there's just little things to come. But for now, we're trying to wrap up the inside. Still need a sign right there. See, this is what I'm excited about. I haven't come down here to see the mortar yet, and it is beautiful. Remember when I said that this was going to be a basic barn? That went out the window when I came home from a horse show, and this was supposed to just be lofted, and I see windows, and I see a room. Anywho, we decided to rock it. We thought it'd be really cool. And they did such a fantastic job on it. So this is where like the tack room and the feed room are. We're not moved into the tack room yet, but you know, little fridge, little sink area, all of the saddle racks and stuff will be on this wall. Gonna have some bridles and things hanging such. We don't really have that many saddles and bridles. Like this isn't a huge facility. It's just like me and Stephanie. And so we need a few saddles, and I would like to collect more bridles, but it's just not needed to have this gigantic tack room. So that's gonna be the tack room. And then next door is the feed room. Well, feed room slash washroom. So again, not fully moved in, but we're getting there. So we already have a few horses back here, meds fridge, supplements, and right now until we get the overhang, just some extra feed is in here. So yeah, that's this. I promise you we will put on really nice finishing touches and do a big full tour once everything is moved in and it looks nice. I think every single horse is outside for the evening at the moment. But yeah, it's just, we've got our little wash bays on either side. We've got the pull through that goes out to the outdoor arena. We're not using every stall in here right now, obviously, but pretty soon we will be. We're supposed to already have pastures, like right off of this. We have 3 or 4 brand new pastures that will offer so much more space. But this rain, it's like every single time we have a dry day and we can move the dozer back here, it rains again. So it will turn into pastures being all along this side and all along the side of the arena. And then you see where Ariel and Melody and Kimberly and Monica all are, there's gonna be another pasture that's right off of that one. There's an aisle that goes down to this pasture where all the cows are, so it won't be a continuous line of pastures. There's gonna be a little division, but it's coming along. I should have, in hindsight, went ahead and just painted the spray foam white while there was no horses in here. I think what we're gonna end up doing is just like metal, like essentially what's on the side of the building. But anyway, live and you learn. This room, it's literally just a lounge area and I'm making it my office. And so that is gonna have batten boarding on the siding and that's gonna go up, I think, tomorrow or Friday. So we're moving and shaking. We do have room out here and we kind of have the plans already to potentially wall in this side so that I can have 3 more stalls right there. We could expand and have 2 or 3 more stalls plus more on this side if we need to, but I'm trying not to enable myself, you know? So for now, we just have the 6 outdoor stalls, but I like the little outdoor stalls in the overhang. And this little dry lot comes in handy quite often. The outdoor arena has to be my favorite addition of all time. So we got literally flooded today and that's the only water pooling, which is also amazing. So I hope you enjoyed. It's crazy the difference in our day-to-day lives and in the barns and in the horses. I've been seeing memories from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I just like can't even believe my life. So thank you all so much. And I hope you enjoyed this little update. One of my baby goats, Cricket, went to her new home today, which she's already settled in at, but let's check on her mama and her sisters and see how everyone is doing. Oh, are you free? Free at last? This is her twin, Miss Clover, and her mama Blossom, and I'm not gonna lie, they didn't even follow her out. Like, we picked her up, it was raining this morning, so they were all in the kidding castle, and so we picked her up in there. She was super sweet with her new mama Kendall, and then we walked out. They didn't even follow. Like, they've acted like nothing was wrong the entire day. And I feel like there's some comfort in that. You know, I feel like that means it was time. They were ready. They were already not nursing off of Blossom nearly as much as they had been. Her udder has gotten so much smaller, and I feel like it was a good time. And when she went to Kendall's house, which was not a far drive, it was like 45 minutes, immediately she had friends, and they were her half siblings because Kendall also owns Taz, the buck, with me. And so unbeknownst to Cricket, she's actually there hanging out with a bunch of sibling cousins, and then Bella, who is her mom's sister, their mom is there. So she's hanging out with her grandma Mocha. And honestly, it was just probably the most unproblematic, undramatic weaning day / new home day I've ever experienced. Are you sad when your little friends went to a new home? Did you even notice? I keep feeling like no one even noticed. Honestly, that's the vibes that I'm getting. Are we gonna jump at this? Oh, girl, I felt the earth shake. Yeah, like everyone's just been kind of meandering about their life, not really paying attention. Good Lord, Bella. Every video turns into, good Lord, how big is Bella? And she has 6 weeks left to go, you know? Out of everyone, she was obviously closest with her twin, Miss Clover, and then her sister, who was only a day older than her, Miss Busy. But unfortunately and fortunately for them, these two are really tight. And so I just feel like they leaned into each other today and played with each other, and no one has really seemed to have a different day. Everyone's been pretty dang chill. Did you notice that you lost a child today? Like, I mean, she's good. She's just not here no more. Have you even noticed? Is there a brain cell in there? See what I mean? Can't say I'm upset about it, but I did think maybe we would have had like a little ceremony or something. Maybe you would have come out and watched her drive away. Something, but no, nothing. Kendall does have a TikTok, so I will tag her here on TikTok and you can go follow her. She has a VS Code Red baby coming next year. She is gonna be breeding one of her mares to Denver. It's gonna be super fun to watch. So she's in a great home. She's already settled in and her mama don't care, which I think is preferable. Hope that update makes you feel better, because it makes me feel better. I was driving by my little yearling colts, who are brothers. They have the same sire, and it made me think to myself, and I kind of laughed, are you trying to be like your brother Dallas, who's brown? Is that why you rolled in the mud like a little piggy? Knox, you are disgusting. We've had so much rain and like literally just flooding, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him to be a little mud puppy, but you're disgusting. Are you trying to be like Big Brother Dallas? Oh, but this side's clean. You must not have done a full rotation. And for everyone who's mad at me that he is going to be a gelding, this isn't like I'm sentencing him to death at all. I don't know why so many people are attached to his nuts. Dallas is still keeping his for now. I very much go by the saying that a good stallion makes a great gelding. And yes, I usually keep a boy and I'll leave him intact until he proves me otherwise. And honestly, I have a pretty, like, I'm not very lenient, I would say. If they give me a reason, I go to cutting, you know? Hi, pretty. Your brother wanted to look like you, so he went and rolled in the mud. Both of these boys are sons of my Stallion VS Code Red. Both of them have exceptional mothers. Both of them have good movement. Both of them, you know, while they're in their gangly llama stage, so conformation can change a lot from here on out, neither one of them are giving me huge flaws. You know, at this stage, you could tell if a leg was going to be crooked, or if they were going to have bad angles in their pasterns, or if they were going to have, like, you could, there's certain things that you could tell at this point. Neither one of them really give me red flags in that sense. But for me, mentality is just so important. And Knox, you know, just started acting a little studdy, started acting more intrigued by the women, started being a little bit more unruly, and he just wasn't fancy enough to back up that behavior, if that makes sense. He's fancy, don't get me wrong. He's going to be an exceptional guy. And because he's already dropped, as we say, it's probably just gonna be a little procedure done at home. Super easy. But yeah, I've never understood why everyone gets so upset when I say that I'm gonna geld something. I've literally gelded everything but Walter. So it's not like I keep everything a stud, you know? Anywho, there's my gorgeous, dirty little gelding to be. You wanna give us a boop out? Mwah. Thank you, you sweet boy. You can live in ignorant bliss for now. You know, I take it back. Cheyenne is also fluffy and mangy. She just somehow looked a little, I'm sorry, she just looks a little prettier at the moment. Are we gonna become best friends? He has been all over her. Very in her business, very forceful with his love. But you know, he'll learn. She'll put him in his place one day. Look at your little nose. Do you have sunscreen on? Oh, Lord. Goodness. Phoebe said, not my kid. Oh yeah, she's chasing him. She's like, what the heck, you little snot-nosed heathen? Are you being extra bad today? Look at him, he wants to be the main character. Why are we all so up in arms? Look at all the sunscreen everywhere. That's why he has sunscreen on his face, even though he has no white. Because he's been in places he shouldn't be. Oh my goodness, Lexi. Wild child. You're shaking that little Beyonce baby up in there. Lord. Don't slip and hurt yourself, please. Let's just keep it chill. I'm okay with frolicking if you frolic sure-footed, you know? Are we an Arabian? What are we doing? You're too chunky to be an Arabian. Oh, they stopped because they saw Indy coming. She's like the sheriff. Isn't that pretty? They're all running. Lexi, she has settled in so well over the past year. I mean, about this time last year is when she joined us. Phoebe and Cheyenne, don't make it difficult for them to bring another mama and baby in, please. Woody, come be fancy boy. We want to see her ear floofies in the wind. I don't like that I can't see her pink little nose. I know that the sunscreen keeps her from getting sunburnt, but I hate it. I want the pink nose. Someone asked me yesterday when they saw Indy how pregnant she was, like when she was due, and I was like, well, she's not actually pregnant. She's just real wide. They're just the cutest little duo, though. His little ears look like a German Shepherd to me, and it's the cutest thing. You're so whimsical, Woody. You just are. There he is. Please don't jump through the window. I'm in a different vehicle today because Mommy let her little side-by-side die. Yeah, I forgot to plug it in. Look at this baby. She's fantastic. What a chunk. And then he just swoops in. Oh, Lord. Oh, we're all spicy today. Phoebe, do you think you could do a full rotation uphill? She's trying. She's giving it full effort. Full effort. One more? You got it. Are you gonna buck, or are you just gonna give us a big shake? Sometimes when they're feeling spicy like this, right after a roll is the perfect time for some bucking. Lexi, get out of there. She's rummaging around. Okay, well, the little bay babies have been very cute, and now my red babies are about to join us, so stay tuned for part 2. Woody, Miss Margot is about to be out here. I see her coming through the gate. We've been out in the foal pasture this morning. Part 1 is already up of hanging out with the bay babies. Now the red babies are coming out. Oh, Margot, stop kicking your mother. What a little turd you are. Look at her little nose. She always has a pink nose too, and we've been sunscreening everybody because it's just been so freaking hot. And I know it's needed, but it's kind of goofy looking. What are we doing? Immediately, Gracie retreats to where she's alone, where she can eat in peace. And then Margot goes to hanging out and bothering everybody. Alexi's gonna give us a roll. Phoebe rolled pretty aggressively in the first video. So let's see, can you do a full rotation? You're a little bit more pregnant than she is, I will say. I would say that Benedict has been keeping his hands, feet, and object to himself, but look at all the sunscreen on his face. And that was not put on him by a human. Look at my cutie little sisters, my little Kennedy babies. They're just, am I biased? Maybe I'm a little biased, but I don't care. They're amazing. Here I was waiting on Gunner and I forgot that his mama threw a shoe yesterday. So the farrier's coming to put it back on, but until then, they're staying inside so she doesn't further damage her foot. Oh my gosh, they're being little nuisances. This little clique over here, and then sweet little Woody just left out. Go hang out with them. Oh Lord, I just missed a really good little leap. Oh, like that one. Like that one. You're so special. I wonder if they hang out because they're the only girls or if they know that they're sisters. See, they're just always eating together. I don't know if it's the hill or if Cheyenne's actually a little bit bigger than Margot. It would make sense because her full brother's like 16 hands. And Margot, you know, she's Kirby's full sister, and Kirby is my smallest yearling. So it's just so wild how they can have the same mom, but the sire just makes such a big difference on their personality, on their size, on everything. Be sweet. No, Destruction is not sweet. Oh, your mama's rolling. Can we get a full rotation, Indy? You are the roundest out of everybody. One more? No, very little effort was given. That was a little bit better, but pretty fat girl. We love her. I'm pretty sure Woody has eaten her tail, but you know, I don't have proof. Woody's favorite thing is to get right in front of whatever vehicle I'm in where I can't move. Okay, well, he moved. He is now bothering Margot, so I'm gonna take this as my time to exit. I can see them in my little camera. I just missed a whole bunch of drama. Margot's been in a very kicky mood all day, so I think Woody's bringing that out of her a little bit more. Hope you enjoyed the couple of little baby videos this morning. It's finally nice feeling outside. It's not 100 billion degrees. So, hope you'll have a great day and stay tuned for more. I'm trying to go pony peep because I hear things happening. Oh Lord, Ruler, you got Glenn all riled up, buddy. Okay, well, these two are watching horrified. I think she might be coming into heat. Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening right now? Is this courting? Oh, he got Glenn in the mood. Good God, we got stonking going on over here, and then we've got a whole herd of minis just going at it in this field. Is he trying to wear her down? See, this is why I've got to give y'all electrolytes, because he's got y'all moving more than you have in years. Okay, well, at dinner time, I will make sure that we are having extra electrolytes, because that's what happened with Coco. Why she felt bad was because I guess they had been running so much and it was so hot that she was depleted with salt. And so they do have a salt lick, but when they're doing this much activity, he looks like he's doing like a working cow horse thing, you know, like he's herding her. These two are having a more slow romance. Dolly's talking to him. I don't know if she's fully in heat yet or not, because he's just been romancing her. I haven't actually seen him breed her this cycle yet. You're looking a little thick. You look like you probably need a little run. But good Lord, I don't think Coco's in heat. I mean, he did breed her for like a full week. I was expecting Janice to come back in soon, so I guess it's time. Oh Lord. Are we slowing down? I think we're slowing down a little bit. He's just trying to get her to stand still. He's like, woman. Dolly stands still for her man. They're over there like, why in heaven's name would you want to move that fast? You two, are you jealous? Oh, he was on her. I might give you some ulcer guard throughout this as well. Make sure you don't get stressed out. I've never seen him run her like this. I wonder if they're running and squealing mostly because she's not in full heat yet. Maybe she's at the beginning stages, which is why she's not trying to like stand for him. Oh Lord. They went from being so peaceful and just hanging out and eating to this. He got a wild hair. Now he's working her down. We're slowing down. We're trotting. Freaking Penny. She's so stinking cute. I haven't really gotten to hang out with her that much, but she's so freaking amazing. Look at those little legs. That trot. She's a cutie. Okay, are we stopping? Ruler, do you need a little breather? Have we done what we needed to do? Yeah, I'm thinking electrolytes, ulcer guard. We're going to set y'all up for success this week. That was wild, because then you just pan over and these four have not moved. They still haven't moved. So wildly different romance tactics from pasture to pasture. I think it's safe to say Janice is coming into heat. I have to run to my hair appointment, so stay tuned for more pony peeping. More coming soon.
Ready? Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Gina has just been starved to death. She's been in the dry lot all evening and all night, and she just had her little tiny bit of ration balance. They're so tiny. But the weather's glorious. It is the perfect time of morning for them to go out on grass. For just a couple of hours, we are limiting it. Isn't that right? Your mama's a little fat too, not gonna lie. Do you wanna go outside, or do you want me to keep scratching you? I think you want me to keep scratching you. Karen says, outside, no. Just kidding, she's going back trying to find the tiniest morsel of the ration balancer on the ground to see if a single pellet could be found. No one seems excited to go through this door that I just opened. They're all just hanging with me. Or Jenny's been going through a shoe phase. If they have laces, she wants to untie them. If they are rubber like mine, she wants to gnaw. Are you guys not seeing all this lush grass that I'm seeing? Why are you not out here? The babies are coming, but they're not gallivanting as I would have imagined. Oh, just kidding. Karen noticed. It's open, girl. Come on. Of course, Sabrina has made her way out here every single day. She's with these babies. Gina, did you finally realize? Okay. I don't know why, but we just sprayed for weeds. And so there's a lot of dead weeds. And they choose the little tiny sprigs that are coming up amongst it. Like, oh, let's ignore all of this luscious green grass, all of this pasture, and let's go for the dead brown. I don't get it. Literally, it's just this dead patch right here. And that's where they're residing. Like, oh my gosh, a little fairy tale. Look how gorgeous with all the trees. And then you pan over, it's like wasteland. And they choose the wasteland. Why? Jennifer, if you come over here, you have to be sweet. You can't come over, demand things, and when I don't give it, kick me. You know what I'm saying? You've got to be sweet. You've got to be patient. Speaking of fairy tales, and since these girls are being boring this morning and they love their little kitty, Miss Sabrina, I figured I would just go ahead and end this video by showing you their new merch. Look at this design. There's t-shirts, hoodies, kids' clothes, a mug, all kinds of stuff. And if there are other items that you would hope to see with this Gidget, Jenny, and Sabrina design, please let me know. Unfortunately, the notebooks have been discontinued for now. We're trying to find a new vendor, but I think it's probably my favorite design ever. So go shop at katievanslyke.net. Hope you enjoy this boring little video and stay tuned for more.
Raiding the barn cats. Rainy day nap locations. 1. On the trash can. Not very comfy. Inconvenient for humans. Stinky. Rating 2. 2. On the wheelbarrow. Comfy. Free ride. Not really napping though. Rating 5. 3. Inside the dustpan. Extra cozy. Nice neighbors. Free public transportation. Rating 9. 4. Under the Beamer blanket. Warm. Great hiding spot. Creepy neighbor. Rating 6. 5. On the edge of the counter. Falling hazard. Great location for pets. Near the food bowls. Rating 8. 5. In the hay. Extra soft and comfy. Great for bird watching and hunting. Rating 7. 6th. Honorary participant. Winston. King of naps. Personal name plaque. Comfiest, coziest hay you've ever seen. Rating 10. Do you agree? Who would you deem the winner? Trash cam? Wheelbarrow? Dustpan? Beamer blanket? Counter? Hay? Or Winston? Last minute bonus entry. Behind the hay. Who do you think should win? Cast your votes in the comments.
Due to all the mud and grossness, a ton of our horses have missing shoes today. So they're in because they're waiting on the farrier to come replace said shoes. So I took this as an opportunity to mesh some of the horses together. And by that, I mean, I put Daphne, my 2-year-old, with my yearling fillies, Miss Millie and Kirby. You got that right. That's not a mare and 2 foals. That's yearlings and then just a 1-year-older filly, Daphne. She's just gigantic. I was kind of planning on putting Daphne and Molly with my yearlings anyway. And because Molly had to stay in and wait for the farrier, it just kind of made sense to go ahead and toss Daphne out with them and see what they thought about it. And so Kirby and Millie, I mean, they can hold their own. You know, I'm not really worried about that. But Daphne can be a little bossy. She does take after her mother, Trudy, in that way. And personally, I like when my yearlings get humbled. I like when they are not the bosses in their pasture. And so when they're all together, just yearlings, it just tends to make one really bossy. And I was afraid of that happening to Kirby. I did used to kind of be afraid of that happening to Daphne because her mother is Trudy, who is the boss of the farm. But I do foresee her going out with other mares in the future that are my show horses, like Kennedy and Ethel and all the things. So for right now, she can be the boss for a very short time. But also, how unproblematic is that? Like, we threw her out with them and they've just been like, okay, we're good. Seriously, the size difference though. Look at them. I mean, these are not teensy weensy little babies. Like, Millie's huge. Millie's already 15 hands at the hip. Daphne is just a big girl. Anyways, I did not mean to miss this little introduction, but it went so unproblematically that you're not really seeing anything different. She's bossy. If she wants to be where they are, she moves them and they listen to her, but not in a mean way, just kind of in a looming presence kind of way, you know? Millie is making sure that Daphne knows that she's the boss. She's like, I'll clack to you. I have no shame. Another unproblematic meeting here at Running Springs. Hope y'all enjoyed. Due to all the mud and grossness, a ton of our horses have missing shoes today. So they're in because they're waiting on the farrier to come replace said shoes. So I took this as an opportunity to mesh some of the horses together. And by that, I mean, I put Daphne, my 2-year-old, with my yearling fillies, Miss Millie and Kirby. You got that right. That's not a mare and 2 foals. That's yearlings and then just a 1-year-older filly, Daphne. She's just gigantic. I was kind of planning on putting Daphne and Molly with my yearlings anyway. And because Molly had to stay in and wait for the farrier, it just kind of made sense to go ahead and toss Daphne out with them and see what they thought about it. And so Kirby and Millie, I mean, they can hold their own. You know, I'm not really worried about that. But Daphne can be a little bossy. She does take after her mother, Trudy, in that way. And personally, I like when my yearlings get humbled. I like when they are not the bosses in their pasture. And so when they're all together, just yearlings, it just tends to make one really bossy. And I was afraid of that happening to Kirby. I did used to kind of be afraid of that happening to Daphne because her mother is Trudy, who is the boss of the farm. But I do foresee her going out with other mares in the future that are my show horses, like Kennedy and Ethel and all the things. So for right now, she can be the boss for a very short time. But also, how unproblematic is that? Like, we threw her out with them and they've just been like, okay, we're good. Seriously, the size difference though. Look at them. I mean, these are not teensy weensy little babies. Like, Millie's huge. Millie's already 15 hands at the hip. Daphne is just a big girl. Anyways, I did not mean to miss this little introduction, but it went so unproblematically that you're not really seeing anything different. She's bossy. If she wants to be where they are, she moves them and they listen to her, but not in a mean way, just kind of in a looming presence kind of way, you know? Millie is making sure that Daphne knows that she's the boss. She's like, I'll clack to you. I have no shame. Another unproblematic meeting here at Running Springs. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Are you looking for something or someone? Oh, hello. Toss, toss.
Welcome back to a day in the life with the most handsomest fool in the barn. That's me, Woody. Today a lot of my friends are getting adjusted by the chiropractor tractor. The first thing she's going to do is be resuscitation. I heard that humans do this in the movies when they're trying to make someone come back to life. I guess it helps with horses too. Next, I like to call this one the tug of war. I think you'll see why. Tug of war is one of my favorite games to play. I've never thought about playing it with one of my friend's tails. I can't wait to play that with Benedict later. This one looks like a lot of fun too. She's drawing on my friend Ethel. I thought humans said pens were for paper, but I guess they're for the chiropractor tractor too. She drew on both sides of her, and I can't wait to see how she looks afterwards. Ethel is already pretty, but I bet the drawings are going to make her look extra pretty today. This one looks the most relaxing. The chiropractor tractor gave her some nice scratches on her head and ear, and next thing you know, she is getting very sleepy. Looks like the perfect time for a nap. My mom said she wants the chiropractor tractor to do that to me. I don't know why, but I bet it would feel very nice. Next, the chiropractor tractor started giving out hugs. She seems like a very nice lady. I don't know how hugs help with chiropractic, but I guess she knows what she's doing. But what she did after that was really crazy. Watch. It doesn't look very fun, but my friend Kennedy said it doesn't hurt, it just feels kind of funny. I like to call this next one the pretzel twist. Look how flexible she is. Last but not least, we have the flamingo. I've never met a flamingo before, but I heard they're really cool and they lift their leg up, just like this. All these tricks make me want to do some stretches too. But that's all for me. Thanks for coming along for another day in the life with the most handsomest fool in the barn. That's me, Woody. Comment below to let me know which chiropractor tractor adjustment was your favorite.
I'm gonna go get my hair cut for the first time in like a year and a half. It is too long, there's no layers. I actually made a video yesterday because I came to my hair appointment 24 hours early. But now I know where it is. It's a new salon. I'm doing something different. I need a new look. I'm 30 now, I'm a woman. I need something that isn't one length, ass length hair. You know what I'm saying? And so let's go do something. Yesterday I was prepared. My makeup was done, I had a cute outfit. I was ready to do my after pictures. Today, I'm just going as I am. I'm having to stand for the initial cut. And now it is on the floor. You can't see until the end. I look like a rat right now. I'm literally gonna feel bald. More is off. And now I'm home. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? I don't think you are. I don't think I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. What do we think? I'm not gonna lie, it's a little shorter than I had planned. We're a member of the Bob family now. This is not the first time I have been blonde though. Jonathan actually met me blonde, and so y'all are the ones that don't know me as blonde. I think it's more of the length that trips me up. Let's go see what he thinks about it. He's back here cooking me a steak. What do you think?
I think you should give us a 360.
360?
Yeah.
As I look at it more, I'm loving it. Here, will you hold this so I can do a twirl? It was a wig the whole time. I think y'all knew that though. Jasmine at Salt and Life Boutique in Nolensville, Tennessee did me up good. Honestly, I just needed a revamp. I wanted some length off. I wanted lots of light layers. We brought the bangs back. I'm gonna have to get used to having them again. My base color is darker. We brought in a lot of like brightness through some lighter colors, and I'm just hoping that this is easier to style and that I can actually maintain it. I plan on going to the salon every 15 months, plan. So let me know what you think, or if you liked the blonde bob better. Not that I freaking have to at all. Addressing the super stressed out, horribly cared for minis. Anyway, this stallion has been here for weeks and weeks at this point, okay? That was the only time I have seen that happen. Him, you know, running around with Janice this entire time. When he was breeding Coco, mind you, there are like 40 people because of all the construction we have and because of employees. There are literally 20 to 40 people on both properties at any given time. That is the only time anyone has ever seen that happen. And when he was breeding Coco, he was actively just breeding her. Like when she got stressed out and dehydrated, it's because it was 110 degrees. And I can't help that. And then we had freaking like monsoon weather, okay? Can't help that. He was actually just breeding her before, not running the crap out of her. Anyway, I can't help that horses decide to have a mind of their own and decide to go do something that I can't anticipate because they had never done it before and haven't done it since. And everybody seemed fine. And I mentioned, oh, since this happened, maybe I'll give them electrolytes and ulcer guard, which we did, to help prevent any stress, any ulcers, any other issues with dehydration. Literally since then, I've seen nothing else happen. I can't help when an animal does something that I have not seen before and can't anticipate. And when a stallion, mini or not, is locked in like that, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to get in between them. I'm not. And then I watched afterwards and nothing came of it. And they went back to eating and acting normal. So sorry if you are going to choose this specific circumstance to push the narrative that I'm neglectful again, whatever the frick you want to do. Kindly get off my page. Seriously. Why are you so obsessed with hating me? Go away. Get. Scram. I'll even sit here and watch a little longer. He's walking over to the ladies. Trembling. They're terrified. Shaking in their boots. And I feel like you're just picking and choosing what content you watch if you truly think if that was the norm and that was what was happening with this stallion and that was like he was running my mare into the ground over and over and over again, you think that I wouldn't separate her? Are you being for real right now? Get over yourself and go away. But yeah, addressing the super stressed out horses. Here you go.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Bang. Bang, bang.
You've got nowhere to go. Don't you know? You can change your hair or you can change your clothes. You can change your mind. It's just
Petunia, are you angrily thrashing in a tree because we took your man? She just looks so angsty. You heard it right. Mr. Duck, who was the cover bull we had hired to do a job for all my mini ladies, he has now gone home, which we are so thankful for him. We are hoping that we get some babies in the spring. If we were to have little duck babies, they would be, I think, April 2027. We had our 5 heifers who are of age with him. So Petunia and Pippa, Poppy, Posy, and Pumpkin. We had to separate my little yearling heifers who are, you can kind of see their little tops of their horns over there. We had to separate them while he was here because we didn't want the risk of them being mounted. And so they just got back with their older girlfriends yesterday. Unfortunately, the vet appointment that is set to ultrasound them and see if they are pregnant is set for when I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the NSBA World. So we're either going to have to redo it where I can video it, or I'll have someone video it here at home. Poppy, are you with child? Are you? I think Poppy and Petunia are who everyone is most excited to see if they're going to have calves next year. I'm crossing my fingers for Miss Pumpkin. Bred 5, honestly, the odds are not great that all 5 took, and if they took, it's not great that all 5 stick throughout the entire pregnancy. But I feel hopeful that at least maybe 1 or 2 of them got bred, you know? Poppy, you look very comfy. She's always lounging, you know? She always looks so comfy. I think these 3 little girls are just happy to be back in their big pasture. Not that this pasture isn't magical, but the site's probably got old. if for some reason that none of them took, or only like one of them took, I think what happened is, you know, we tried to start earlier breeding this year. We AI'd them, and then we did find, you know, a cover bull to come in person and breed them afterwards. And I feel like we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and breed really early in the year. They're Highland cattle, they're meant for the cold. We were trying not to have midwinter babies. We were trying to have like spring calves, but for that to happen, you have to breed in the summer, and you know, they have to handle the heat. So I feel like that it just got a little bit later than we had hoped with the bull being here. So we'll see. We'll ultrasound them. We'll get a date and like a little roundabout how far along, if they are pregnant, they are. But for now, it's back to being a girl party in the mini cow pasture, and all of them are back together, and they're just gonna chill out until the vet comes in like 3 weeks. So I'm not sure why my red girls love the sticks so much, and they're like in the freaking trees. Let's cross our fingers for a mini calving season in 2027. Remember all those cute little calves that we would count last fall, and we had Neville and Nero and all these cute little N names? Well, that's Neville and that's Nero. Why are you so big? These calves were towards the end of our fall calving season. Let me go see who all you are. I will say I've been looking up their names because during calving season, I do remember quite well based on number what their name is. That's been months ago, and they're all solid black. Pretty much any of them with a face marking, I'll remember. But let's go see who these little bibbies are. I know who you are just by looking at you. That's Newman. That one's a Rebecca calf. I don't know who that is. Who are you? Nacho? Oh my gosh, you're huge. I know you without looking you up. I think you're Nefertiti. I think you're from Justice's mom, and then I think your dad is Highlander. That's Notorious. That's Marty's baby. Look how fancy he is. And then this is Nicolette. So we've got a couple heifers in here and a couple little bull calves. These are like the fresh weaners. These babies over here have been weaned for a little while. So we'll mesh them all together here soon. Wouldn't lie to you, I remembered all of those but Nicolette off my noggin. If you see any cows with blue tags, those like blue tags with the numbers on the blue, those are Rebecca's. So this one is Nash. That one's Niklaus. So that one's Bonnie's. No, Bluebell's boy. I see Nateum over there with his little blue booty. I think these are all bull calves. We've already moved. Oh, that's Nigel. Hi, Nigel. We've already moved all the heifers over to our lease farm where we put all of we have our 2-year-old heifers and our yearlings, and then now our weanlings. Hi, Noble. Noble, you're so pretty. Hoping Nateum would like show himself. Nothing a little, yeah, won't fix. Anyway, hi. I wanted to see you over there. Nateum was literally born on death's doorstep while I was on a vacation, and he had to have the Madigan squeeze done to him. He had to go to the vet. He had to be put in our little like calf warmer. Like we had to keep him up for a long time with his new mama, who was Moon Pie. She just like didn't know what to do and left him in the rain. So hi, cutie. So he is one of my blue roan bull calves this year. He's the oldest. We had Possum, and then we also had Navy. So if you're looking for a little blue roan full Simmental herd bull, I got 2. Okay, well, Nigel, you look so manly. You were like the tiniest little bebe of the whole year. It's kind of crazy how fast they turn into little men, but we have calving season to look forward to coming very, very soon. Like we have probably 6 weeks, maybe less, until our first calf. So if you haven't experienced calving season here, we do use this pasture for calving. We'll bring the mamas who are close to calving here and in here, and every day we just come do checks. We look at the mamas. Not the same as foaling season, but we do daily updates, and sometimes we have multiple calves in a day, and it's just really fun. So stay tuned and let me know if you have any questions. Do I spy 2 little best friends? Are they forming a friendship? So far, they've just been playing in the same vicinity, you know? And I feel like even with my big babies, it's around that 3-month mark that they really start being besties. Before then, they're still kind of attached to mama, or they're just doing their own thing. Look at them. I'm hoping that they come see me and fight over who gets to give me kisses. That didn't take long. Hello. Hi, Miss Jenny. Oh, and look who's backing up into me. Oh, and their babysitter is here. Hello. Oh. Oh, we gotta roll. Oh, that was a good full rotation, big girl. It's so funny how this kitty cat, no matter when, what time, where, if the babies are here, she's here. One more full rotation. No? Big shake? No? There we go. You got a haircut and I got a haircut. What do you think? Your hair looks like you got your hoof stuck in the outlet. That's what it looks like. You look like you got struck by lightning. Just a little frizzy. See, all she wants is for me to scratch her butt. That's all. But seriously, they're becoming the best little friends. Are we such big girls eating grass with your big girl teefies? Some of this grass is as tall as you are, good Lord. How did I get so lucky with the sweetest little fillies? How? Oh, how fancy. I know she's standing downhill, but her neck and ears and little head presence, Jenny is just so fancy. Hello. I hope if she's liver chestnut that this mane stays red. I think that would look so fancy. Or at least keep this beautiful little blonde tail. The stark contrast, ugh. Oh, hello again. Are you here to hang out with your babies? I'm sorry that I put you on Gidget. Or was it Jenny? I don't know. Do you want to try it again? I think it would go well. You weigh what, 6 pounds? There we go. Sit right there. And back to eating. Did not care. Don't let her fool you. She loved it. Mwah. Gina, Karen, y'all only got a few more minutes on this grass, you hear? Then they go back to the diet lot. The dry lot. Seriously, look at some of the grass next to Gidget. Does that show you how teensy-weensy she is? Okay, well, it's hot. It's the least busy I've ever seen it on the farm today, which isn't really a bad thing. And every single animal I own is being boring. So, hope you enjoyed. My new barn is almost done, and that is gonna be my office. Let me just go show you, because I kind of need help planning it out. So there's going to be an overhang back on the back side of the barn, and this is the staircase that goes up. Pack room's right there. Reminder, none of this was planned before the building went up, as usual. We finally have a little bit of dryness, and so they are finishing the grade on my pastures. In we go. Obviously still under construction, very echoey. You can look down and see horses and their stalls, little kitchenette over there, the TVs. That's mostly going to be for surveillance cameras of all the barns. This space is the size of 3 stalls, so it's 36 by 12. Beneath here are the tack room and feed rooms. When I planned the barn, I was like, hey, let's make this kind of basic. I just want this to be a lofted area for storage. And then while I was at a horse show, my husband had it framed in and was like, you need an office. You need a space at that barn to go take people to talk with if they're gonna come look at your horses to sell or whatever. And I'm like, not a bad idea. I was mad at first, but I've become used to it, and now I'm kind of excited. I'm in the far corner. I'm giving y'all a little time to assess, to help me plan. My thoughts are having either the couch here and like a table and 2 chairs on either side there, like a little, not like a table, but like a little side table. You know what I'm saying? Just like a little set of chairs. And then over here, I think having like a bistro table and some stools or something like that would be really neat. But I feel like this is the place to put trophies and artwork and things like that. And so if you have any idea for how to utilize this space, because not gonna lie, if I had planned it, I probably would have done the windows a little differently for trophy room type planning or like shelving planning, but my sweet husband, I'm gonna rock and roll with it. So utilizing like these like long skinny spaces and like up there at the top, what do you think? I would love to utilize some photos that have been taken by the amazing photographers that are here all the time and have some artwork on the wall. I have some space for said trophies because right now I have 3 Congress bronzes, a couple of the gigantic NSBA trophies, and like, I'm hoping there are more in the future. There's quite a bit of wall space over there in the kitchen area as well. I kind of forgot about that, but I do think it's gonna be a cool room and I hope to use it in the future. So let me know your ideas and stay tuned for more barn updates. It's coming along. Let's see how many cats can fit in one horse stall for nap time. I'm gonna give y'all a moment, okay? Pause, take a guess as to where they all are and how many. I mean, obviously, we got Miss Zelda just warming up the alfalfa for Phoebe and Cheyenne. Okay, so that's the obvious little nap spot. Other 3 weren't quite so obvious. So, do you think you got them? Notice I said 3. Okay, already gave you one of the answers. Well, I awoke Zelda. That's fine. Let's take a look. Oh, hello, Mr. Salem. I don't think next to the little foal pellets is the best spot. I think you're gonna end up getting stomped by Miss Cheyenne. He doesn't seem to care. I think Sophie wishes she could stomp you. That's one corner. Pivot. Libby! Oh, big yawn. Again, with the food, girl, I just don't feel like that's a very safe spot. But I will say, I think you're the queen of nap spots here at Running Springs. That's 1, 2, 3. Where's number 4? Where's number 4? Look upward. You can see the tiny little bit of an ear. Oh, don't let me disturb you. Look how she's taking up the entire flake of alfalfa. You didn't want the regular hay? Okay, and then we're gonna look upward. Way upward. Hilda, baby. She's not even listening. She's not even paying attention. I mean, I'm on my dang tiptoes. Hello. What a good little nap spot you got there. So we got 1, 2, 3, and well, we had 4. She left. I don't know what it is about Phoebe's stall, but it is the preferred napping location. So let me know if you saw them all before I pointed them out. But I highly doubt it, because Hilda, she also is the queen of hide and seek. Oh, big yawn. Oh, big stretch. You gonna come out? You gonna come out? Oh, sweet girl. Look at her little paws. Oh my gosh. I hope Phoebe doesn't kill her. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Walter has a boo-boo and we have to talk about it because unfortunately, he has to stay in his stall for a little while. Before I get into this and tell you about it, I need you to understand, I have less than 5% of my horses on stall rest for an injury, okay? And unfortunately, they're both indie babies, but I feel like I see a lot in my comments about how all my horses get hurt, my place is so dangerous, I must have horrible husbandry, and it just needs to be known that there are so many horses that are kind of like side characters at the moment that y'all don't see and hear about, so it seems like a lot of things are happening with like an injury, a cut, a whatever. But I have 43 horses. So I have 2 horses at the moment who we caught their injury prior to them having symptoms. They were not lame. We just paid such close attention that we figured out something was wrong where we could help them before it got bad. Okay? Okay. Now let me tell you about Walter. You may have already seen that Wally was in this past week because he had an abscess on his back little footsie and it drained and it was doing much better. How did we catch it if he wasn't lame though? Well, this past week we had a vet appointment where we were just checking all of our horses that are in work and we were doing a soundness exam. So you can flex your horses with your vet and do a kind of a blanket soundness exam where they flex them and they see where they test positive for soreness. So we already had a vet appointment planned to flex all the 2-year-olds, Kennedy, Ethel, Ricky, anybody we were riding to see, hey, is anything showing up that we could possibly remedy or we just need to be aware of. Because horses are stoic animals, okay? They are prey animals. They don't want to show when they are hurting unless they really have to. Some horses are more sensitive than others. And so we like to know before they're showing it outwardly, right? Because of Walter's abscess, we had planned on doing his flexing another day, but we had already planned on doing some radiographs on the 2-year-olds, just as they're growing, as they're working. We just do it as a baseline type of thing, right? And we had already had Wally x-rayed like a month ago, maybe even more than a month ago, because he had a little bump on the front of one of his legs. And so we were like, let's just get that looked at. And so it was x-rayed, it was shown to not be anything to worry about. But we had it x-rayed again, okay? Second time we x-rayed the same spot and it showed a fracture. Like he has a fractured cannon bone right now. Now it's not a big fracture, it's a very small fracture, but it would have been from blunt force trauma. Like, that's what it shows, is something hit him in his leg and caused a fracture. I mean, I would bet my house that it's him and Waylon WWEing out in the pasture. I'm not joking. Like, he and Waylon, you've seen it. They are up on their hind legs every single day of their life together. And that's the trade-off, you know? Like, I want performance horses who also get to live like horses. I want them to go outside. I want them to have friends. I want them to have herd mates. There's just a trade-off in that. You risk things happening for stupid reasons. And so I'm guaranteeing him and Waylon, and like, you know, I don't know, maybe whatever happened to cause the bump in the first place kind of weakened that area, and then he just got hit, kicked, whatever, and it caused a small fracture. He's sound on it. Like, literally, we trotted him around. He looks completely fine. So, with that being said, because we don't want his leg to break, we're gonna keep him in the stall for 6 weeks. He's getting PEMF just to help keep blood flow going, keep healing going, and then we will re-x-ray in 6 weeks and go from there. Now, timing wise, for him to be on stall rest, like, yeah, no one likes to be on stall rest. It's not fun. We're about to be going to the NSBA World. We're going to a show in September, and then Congress. Like, we have so much going on that it's not the worst timing for him to not be in the riding rotation. And because we have no timeline plan for him as a show horse, like, we're just going off of him, then we're not in any rush. Like, if he needs 6 weeks, if he needs 12 weeks, whatever, dude. You're like, we want him to be around for a really long time. We want him to be a sound boy who goes and has a long show career. So yeah, Walter, I'm not gonna say broke his leg, because it's not broken. It's fractured in a very small way. But yeah, my indie babies are putting me through the ringer at the moment. So let me know if you have any questions. And just to reiterate, 43 horses, 2 of them have issues that we caught before they limped. Okay? Okay. But I pride myself on just being super transparent and showing y'all stuff and keeping it real. So that's what's going on with Mr. Wally Boy. Again, let me know if you have any questions. I think my mini babies just got poured on. We woke up earlier than we wanted to. We wanted to sleep in this Saturday, and it was pouring. Did you get rained on too, or did you find a spot? I'm sure you found a spot. All of my weather apps said it wasn't gonna rain until the afternoon. So I was like, oh, I'll leave them out, give them some time out. And then they're little drowned rats. I mean, they have their running shed, sure. But did they stay in there? Probably not. We have a little break. It's gonna rain again apparently. So we're just gonna take them in. And no, you know, they've had like 2 times of halter training. I don't care. We'll start that when it's more convenient. Karen, you poor thing. She found the kitty cat. Why would she run from you? She's doubling down. Girl, we're trying to take you inside. Come on now. You can for sure itch your booty inside. I promise. Look how wet. Oh my goodness. Your hair looks crazy. Okay, you've got to let your friend go. I'll come get you next. Let's walk in with Mama. Let's not be bad. Is he scary in his jacket? Also, do y'all know how bad I want to take my sunglasses and push my bangs back? But we're committing, because there was a lot of jokes being like, how many days until her bangs are back? No, I'm committing. Are we having some zoomies before we go inside? How cute are you? Now, let's be nice and not try to run away. Her little tail is my favorite thing ever. No, we're not going to have a detour. Stay on track. Lock in. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is like the cutest thing I've ever seen though. I know it's weird, but like her little tail. Okay, we're all in. We'll be inside for the next rainstorm. There's no food in there. I don't know what y'all are trying to eat. Okay, well, you had some character building. You got rained on a little bit. Now you're in for the day because there are more storms coming that I didn't know about. I'm glad the storms weren't overnight because all the horses at the big farm are out, but they should be coming in for breakfast right now. So, Sabrina, come hang out with your girls. Oh, dangerous girl. And now you all have some hay and you can stay dry. So, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience of being rained on. Now I'm gonna go back to rotting.
Today we are observing a baby goat in the wild, also known as a kid, learning how to go down a slide properly. It appears that we have a quick learner on our hands, already sitting down and preparing for takeoff. But can she build up her speed? Impressive. She's got quite the audience as well. Hope she doesn't get stage fright. She heads back up for another go. Not exactly the correct way, but we'll allow it. One of the audience members has decided to join her on the platform. Will this impact her performance? Only time will tell. She goes back down to her seated position. But wait, will she make it down the slide this time? It appears she may have gotten stuck. She lays her head down. Is this nap time or strategy? Oh look, is she starting to move? There she goes. A comeback I didn't see coming. She starts again, but then stops. We've got an itch. The other goats look away to give her privacy. Looks like we're back in business. Oh wow, what a nice view she's given us. Back into position she goes. Ready, aim, fire. Another successful slide, one to be proud of. And proud she is. So proud she must go again. A failed attempt at climbing, but that's okay. She is just too cute for us to hold it against her. We will call it a day after that one, though. Thanks for coming along with us to observe a kid in the wild. Comment below to let us know what animal you'd like to see next. Until next time.
The tiger, iconic symbol of the wild, and an apex predator that we fear and admire. In our imaginations, they roam the jungle.
Let me show you how to move, let me show you how to get that bad, you ain't never coming last. Yo man, you know this gon' make him mad. Break that back, then we make a film on cam. Shake that baby, show them that you.
Pork tenderloin for dinner. Be there. Also, we forgot to add a point to the plot. So I've been asked that we put together a clinic here on property with some pretty incredible riders and trainers for the English versatility, so that we can kind of just show what the industry standard is, but then also incorporate some horses that aren't necessarily meant to do that class to show that it's for everybody. And so there are going to be some really exceptional hunters coming to the property here in a few weeks. It'll be after the NSBA World. It'll be weeks from now. And so after the NSBA World, after we're locked into the Western Pleasure, I thought it'd be fun to ride Kennedy and be one of the examples of the Westerny people trying it, just to show that it's for everybody, and ride your Western horse like an English horse. And so I've never done it before, and so we just whipped this out. So we will do some lead changes at the end, but this has been hijacked and this has been made into an English versatility thing. So yeah, we're gonna see. What's gonna be really interesting is seeing this video, and then after we've practiced it and done the clinic with the amazing trainers that come, it's gonna be cool. Y'all don't know equitation, Katie. This is my shit. Just kidding. Is Kennedy gonna be an equitation horse instead of a Western riding horse?
She could be.
Y'all gonna have to tell me. Obviously, I'm in a Western pleasure bit I shouldn't be riding in, and then I'm in an English or Western saddle. Okay, you have to read between the lines. Look at all my beautiful girlies who are due starting in just 6 weeks. I've been talking about how this year is our first year intentionally separating our calving seasons. So we'll have a fall calving season and a spring calving season. So we're anticipating about 40, like I think it's right at 40 calves between September 1st and November 1st. We're attempting to not have any November, December, January, February calves. We don't want them in the coldest time of the year. We're trying to just have them when it's nice and temperate. So that means September, October. And then, I say that, I need to go check and see if there might be a couple stragglers in November. And then having like March, April calves for spring. So these are the fall calvers. We also have some heifers who are not in this herd right now that are at a lease farm that will be having their first ever calves. They're very fun to watch. First time calvers generally are, we have a really good luck with good mamas, but they just don't know what they're doing. And so we keep a little extra watch on the heifers. Not that we don't watch these mamas too, but the heifers are cows that you actually watch be born here on social media. And then we have some of the mamas that I purchased at the sale last year. So this is Rose. We've never calved her out. She came with a calf on her side. We have a couple of Rebecca's cows here this year as well. So this mama we actually bred back in the day. She was like 30 pounds when she was born. And then Rebecca and her husband Evan bought her. And so she's been a great cow for them. So she's here for a little bit. Some of these mamas are recips. Some of them are carrying their own calves. Kind of just like foaling season. So if you've never been here for calving season, it's similar because, we go try to see the babies as soon as we can. We try to go weigh them and tag them and put our hands on them, make sure everything's okay. Every now and then we have to assist. I think last year we only had to assist with one calving out of, 40, 50. But it's a little bit different. We're not staying up all night long. We go do nighttime checks, but it's not as stressful as foaling season. It's a higher quantity of babies. Like sometimes we'll have multiple babies in a day. There will be stretches of time where we have a baby or multiple every single day. And one of my favorite things is we do daily calf counts once we have a few on the ground. So we'll go and we'll count, make sure everyone's where they're supposed to be. Sometimes we find that someone's missing. We have to go find them. And it's, it brings forth it's just a whole new plot, So if you haven't been here for the fall when we calve, it's a really fun time. So if you have been here, let me know. And others who haven't been here for it know what's your favorite part of calving season. Or you might not have even known that we have cows. And if that's the case, let me know if you have any questions because you're about to see a whole lot more of them. I hear squealing, so let's go do some pony peeping. And probably a little bit of donkey stonking at the same time. Okay, well, the site that I'm walking onto does not look one that's exciting. So Miss Penelope, I am getting her bred date on Monday. Chandler said he'd send it over. I think she was bred 2 or 3 weeks prior to coming here, which means she should have already come back into heat. And I have seen no such thing. And since she's been here, she's become friends with Janice and Coco. I see her like scratching their backs. They've all become besties, a little girl crew. So we know that he bred Coco a couple weeks ago, and then she had like that weird episode where she was like dehydrated and stressed out because it was 110 degrees and like we got that remedied, right? Like we didn't know what was going on. She has seemed fine since then, and now Janice seems to be the one that he was interested in, but I have yet to see him actually breed her. It's also freaking hot, and during this time of year I feel like a lot of action happens at night when I'm not necessarily watching. Also, can we bring attention to how filthy Coco is? Are you trying to disguise yourself? What are we doing? So we shall see. Weirder things have happened than, a mare getting pregnant when you don't think she would, but we'll just have to see if she comes back into heat and then check her later. As for Janice, I have seen them, you saw the video where he was like snaking her around, definitely trying to dominate her, definitely saying, hey, I'm gonna have to breed you soon. You've got to listen to me, that kind of deal. But still, I haven't seen her actually being in active heat and him actually breeding her. So I don't know. As for these 3 ladies, I've only seen, I showed it on Snapchat yesterday, Mr. Glenn all up on Dolly and yet not breeding her. Like they're flirting. They're acting all floosy together. She's doing all the heat signs for him and yet he's never breeding her. Like he mounts her but never breeds her. And I'm like, what is going on? Are they just Are they just having a good time and she's pregnant and she's just faking? I don't know. So I've been watching today. It poured rain all day long. And so there just really wasn't much going on here at the farm. And I got to have an actual like rot day. Like I took a 3-hour nap in the middle of the day. It was fantastic. I just kind of anticipated that it would have been really exciting and there would have been actual confirmed breeding stuff happening. And that's just not the case. Also, yes, this is what the bangs look like and the hair looks like when it's so humid and we got so much rain. This is just what I got to deal with now. So anyway, stay tuned. Something's got to happen at some point. And Glenn, you only have 1 more week, buddy. Not even. Your mommy's coming this weekend to come get you. We shall see. Let's say goodnight to all my babies. But my sleepy little foals, to be exact. Oh, yes, and their mamas. Number 1. Hopefully Phoebe can forgive that Zelda is in her hay. Even though Phoebe and I, our relationship has grown immensely, I'm still not walking in this vicinity. And Cheyenne's not getting up. Can you give us a little look back? Maybe a little look back. Oh, Zelda, hurry. Get out. Get out. Thank you for not killing her. Anyway, good night, Cheyenne. She is my one baby who hates giving boops. Not even a small one. Mwah. Thank you. Good night, Cheyenne. Next up is Woody. Woody, you big fella. Come give me some goodnight smooches. Yes, I'm talking to you. Hello. Tell your baby boy to be polite. Your other 2 children are being very inconvenient, so. Beyonce proof of life. There you are, handsome man. Your nose is just so kissable. So, mwah. Good night. Good night. Mwah. Next is our baby boy. Annie, you have to let Gunner at some point put his head through, you know? I know you're my baby too. But Gunner, oh my goodness, talk about the cutest pink nose. Ma'am, you also have a cute pink nose. Do I have, every time I tell him he's cute, do I have to tell you you're cute? Is that how that works? Come stick your little head over this. Okay, well, he is our baby. He's not quite big enough yet. He for sure is big enough. His mommy just keeps him in the dark and tells him he's not big enough. So good night, Gunner. Good night, Annie. Mwah. There you go. Benedict is next. He looks like he has been his mom's plate for the whole day. It was raining all day long. Did he lay underneath you while you ate the entire time? That's what it looks like. Come give us a kiss goodnight with your little ear floofies. They're so floofy. Like, oh my goodness. It keeps growing on both sides. I'll give you a little forehead kiss. Mwah. Good night, Benedict. He for sure can put his head over. He's just kind of refusing. Maybe not. Do we get a kiss? Can we have a boop? Or are you just still going to play dumb? Benedict, look at how pretty his face is. My little dollop of chocolate. He's gotten so big. Okay. Mwah. Good night. 1 more big fold to go. This is her sleeping spot. She likes to sleep in the front corner of her mommy's stall. Look at her little belly. Gracie, hello. I don't have any food for you. I'm so sorry. Can we have a tiny little boop out? Just real quick because you have the prettiest, cutest nose. Mwah. Thank you so much. She got up. You want to come give us another boop? A little goodnight kiss? One, do it. Do it. Mwah. Thank you. Their stall is just a little darker feeling, and so her eyes look a little possessed at the moment. Maggie, proof of life. She's looking fantastic. You're so chunky. I just have to give you 1 more little kiss. Oh, hello. Molly, hello. Mwah. Honorary little 2-year-old kiss from Molly. Good night, Margot. Good night, Maggie. You're not Maggie, you're Molly. Reminder, 43 horses. My mind is starting to go. And to be fair, Maggie was Molly's mom. That is all the big foals. Now to the mini barn. Yep. Okay, now we're at the mini barn. Oh, everybody's sleepy. You can't have more hay, you're on a diet. Good night, Gidget. I tried to come over and scratch on you while you were sleeping and you got up before I could even make it over. Good night, Jenny. She also got up. They are the sweetest snugglers and kissers. Talk about how do I leave here ever. Can you give us a good night kiss? Mwah. Thank you, Miss Gidget. And then Miss Jennifer. Jennifer. Gidget again. Jenny, give them kiss. Mwah. Give them good kisses. End us on a really good one. A really good one. Mwah. Appreciate that. They are now locked in on the cat. So Good night from my babies. Hope you enjoyed and have a good Saturday night. If you heard a squeal, it was the moms being dramatic. The hanger is real. Mind you, there is still hay out. How dare I sleep in? I'm so sorry. Let's get outside. You've been waiting on me long enough. A lot of you ask why Gina and Jenny are always the first ones to go out, and it's because they bulldoze their way. Karen's just a little bit more patient. And that's saying something, because Karen is not patient, but, oh, I gotta open your gate too. Thank goodness, or they were starving to death. My pastures are so wrong this year. They are the worst with weeds because we had such a dry, windy spring that we would put, spray down, and then we would seed, and it would just completely not get rained on, and so then it wouldn't come up. Or when it was really, really windy, we would spray and it just wouldn't lay down on the weeds. And so then we've had 9 inches of rain in the last month. 9 inches of rain. And so now all the weeds are just like flourishing, and we're trying to stay on top of them. Oh, I might need to help. Gidget, come on, honey. Karen's being a good girl. Gidget's just taking her sweet time. Don't you see your bestie out there? Go on, girl. Also, look at how rutted up the dry lot is now. This is just from the past 6 weeks of rain. I mean, it's just, we've never dealt with this. Oh, we're getting a roll. Are we going to get some full rotations? $100. Oh, we're going to do it tandem. $200. What about you, Miss Gidget? I don't know. Oh, she did. Oh, back to back. She's getting better. She's going to beat her mama as the roll queen. I've always heard that when your horse does a full rotation, it adds $100 to their value. And she just added about $600 to hers. Lordy, it is hot out here, and it's like 11 o'clock. Oh, got another roller. No full rotation for you? Well, now Karen's filthy. Oh, are we going to start playing together? Are we going to start being sassy? I want to see some zoomies. I want to see some Gidget zoomies with Jenny. She looks like a My Little Pony with her bright orange mane, blonde tail, dark body. Are we happy to be back outside? Yesterday it rained all stinking day. I do solemnly swear to start halter training again this week. It's just a little bit easier with some help at first, because I can't just like lead them both out, or I can't just trust her. I have to do the whole little suitcase thing. Jenny, why are you over there by yourself, huh? I think we're unfortunately in that time of year where none of the animals want to do anything because it's just so hot and muggy and gross. So I'm so sorry for the boringness of the past couple of videos, but I can only work with what I got, Now, I finally have my husband about to help me fix a gate that I've been asking to fix for about a year. So I'm going to go take advantage of that willingness. Hope y'all have a great Sunday.